What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 111 of the weekly comic wrap-up, the show where we go through the FOC picks of the week. We follow it with some market report, looking at sales on the aftermarket, and we wrap it up with some hot topics. Of course, I'm giggling before we kick off the show because, yeah, man, backstage with Cliff and Steve is always good times, man, and I cannot wait to get into all the fun times with you guys in the chat. Guys, apparently now we can start doing some new things here. Look, we can have the live chats right here. Look, you guys are on screen with me. Let's go, baby. I like this. This is pretty cool. I'll pop it up from time to time because, yeah, you know, sometimes keeping up with you is a little difficult. But before we kick off the show, I want to remind everybody that tomorrow night, Comic Legion goes live for their new comic book They Claim sale. If you missed out and didn't have a chance to pre-order any of the books that are coming out this week, you have a chance to scoop them up now. That means you go in to the YouTube show, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, tomorrow over on Comic Legion's YouTube channel, and they will have tons of books that are dropping this week for you guys. So make sure to tune in. The show is hosted by Lefteros, and of course, you've got Chia Pet. So good times ahead. Make sure to tune in for that tomorrow night. And speaking tonight, we've got Steve back. Yeah, Steve did some shopping this week, so we're gonna have fun diving into all of that stuff, and I can't wait to see what he picked up. We didn't get a chance to meet up. I don't know if you guys hear it. I'm pretty damn sick. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm under the weather. I'm feeling kind of feverish too, man. I don't know what's going on, or maybe it's just, you know, I'm excited, breaking into sweats. But anyways, you know what? It was a big weekend. I want to dive into it rather quickly because Cliff was a part of something amazing. And I actually want to surprise you guys because tonight there's a giveaway. Yeah, so I forgot to mention that, but there is a giveaway. Boom! It is an amazing Mark Spears Monsters slab, as you can see here. But I'm not telling you guys more up until later on. Yes, you will see it at some point later on. I need to bring in my brother Cliff. So let's bring him in right away. Cliff, what's going on?
It's a great day to be here. Comic Straight Cancer raised currently at $62,000. And I foolishly said, oh, I'll get a Comic Straight Cancer tattoo if we can hit 60 grand. And I didn't think it was going to happen. And then the art auction happened. And then today happened. And now apparently I'm getting a tattoo this week. And you can enjoy the live stream of that as soon as I make it happen. I can't wait to suffer for all of you because cancer is the real enemy. But yeah, I'm just really proud of this community. I know a few of you out in the chat actually, you know, tuned in and came out this weekend and got some stuff. So, you know, love that. I know Austin LeMay got a gigantic winners package from me that is part from me, part from Bruce, Kingdom of Nerds. So that's going out this week. And it even includes the Baltimore Comic-Con Bone yearbook.
That's awesome. Yo, put that up again. Wicked. I've never seen that.
Yeah, it just came out. Baltimore Comic-Con.
Amazing.
And now Austin will have it in his collection. And here's listen, he's getting so much stuff. He's getting this slab from my personal collection.
Love it.
All right. And this special edition, Surrounded by the Dead.
Again, I've never seen that.
This Comic Tom 101.
Oh, that's
Doom
awesome.
Print.
All right.
A sealed Batman, #1.
Keep him coming.
The Jay Garrick Flash signed by Jeremy Adams.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't do it right. Sorry.
Nice.
All right. And the entire foil facsimile of Hush.
Awesome. That's great.
And a Mark Spears from Bruce and an Alex Ross from Bruce and some other shit I can't even remember coming from Bruce. So anyhow, this man is getting a whole bunch of stuff, but we raised almost $800 in my 2 hours this morning, so I felt real good about that. And
yeah, so I just want to go a little deeper on that, because for those of you who aren't aware, this weekend the Comics Curing Cancer took place, man. It was nonstop shows from like Friday till today, and they've done amazing things. Last year they surpassed, I think it was 60,000 as well,
No,
right?
last year we surpassed 50.
Okay, yes. So last year they surpassed 50. This year, I took this photo literally minutes before going live, and it was
Yep,
near 61,000. They just surpassed 62,000.
yep.
The goal was 55,000. And by surpassing the goal, Cliff made a bet, a deal with everybody, saying that if this goal was surpassed, he was getting a tattoo, and he's going to be getting a tattoo, man. Dude, I'm excited to hear how that like all
You're gonna
unfolds.
see it. I'm gonna do a live stream right from
I
my
know
Facebook.
that, but that's what I mean is I can't wait to hear you. Like, I know. Look, it doesn't hurt. Once you get used to like the first two lines, you're good. It's the
Listen,
shading
I
stuff.
already told. Listen, I'm gonna have a bowl of pasta before I roll up in there. All right, I'm gonna be nice and nourished. All right, it's the shoulder. This is some good real estate. All right, and then like I'm gonna hang tight. I'll have his lovely girl monitoring the phone and just telling me what's up on the chat, and I'll try to answer questions while that needle is digging away at me. And and I told them we can't take breaks because I'm a coward. So like we gotta get through with it.
Yeah, you have to do it now. You have no choice, because everybody showed up, made sure to surpass the goal of 55,000. So I honestly have to say shout out to absolutely everybody who took part in this, whether it was contributing, but especially those who organized this, man. And it goes throughout multiple names, whether it's Rob Fatstacks, you have literally DJ Links, so many people involved in this every year, setting the bar higher, and they're just surpassing it. And I'm happy to see how the community is coming together, man. Everybody comes together for this. Literally, MJ Comics. We were just talking about this backstage, how Mark Spears was on his show for the Comics Curing Cancer, and he was donating. Mark Spears was literally donating throughout the show. Like you were telling me, took the cap off of his hat, signed it, donated it.
Started whipping out comics and be like, "Here's my first time signing this." And during that live stream, he said, "I think what you guys are doing is so fantastic, and next year I'm going to do a Comics Curing Cancer exclusive."
Oh my God, that is absolutely amazing.
If y'all think that you are ready to get your socks blown off by Mark Spears, imagine that next year he will have a Comics Curing Cancer exclusive thing happening. And I think it's wonderful. But of course, all of that will be a secret to next year. And I want to remind all of you watching, if you contribute to Comics Curing Cancer, go to the website and make a donation for prizes that you may win, right? And some parts of the event are everybody's a winner as long as you put in X amount of dollars. You do not pay shipping. The shipping is covered by Comics Curing Cancer. Rob takes in money all year from his second tier memberships and from his super chats, and that money goes straight to handle shipping for Comics Curing Cancer. So if you're in Australia, the UK, Brazil, Paraguay, Canada, right, New Zealand, we got you covered. We're going to be suffering for a hot minute, but we got you covered.
Yeah. Shipping to these places is never easy, especially, man, like Canada right now sucks. We have Canada Post on strike and everything.
Yeah, but UPS is still working.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But like I said, it's absolutely amazing things, guys, because yes, the goal of 55,000 was surpassed greatly. Like I said, I took this picture just briefly right before going on, and it was nearing 61,000, and just a few minutes after that, surpassing 62,000. So I got to shout out to everybody, man. Congratulations to everybody, and props to everybody for putting this together, man, because this is huge. Absolutely amazing. And I think we can go even higher next year. Cliff, like I told you, let me know. Put me in contact with whoever I have to. I know I do, shows on Sundays at night, which is a little difficult because, yes, I know people have different spots and everything. But if I got to, make things work for that particular weekend, I will make it work, man. I'm saying this live, so you can hold it against me next year. And let's do this, man. I really want to help contribute any way I can to get this to another level.
I will make sure that all sentiments are shared. especially because I was like, I'm not even sure if I'm in it this year. But like, you know, it's really about like, it's about a million different things. But I just gotta say, I know it's just the American Cancer Society, and cancer is something that affects all of us everywhere worldwide. But that money is helping people afford treatment, helping families care for their loved ones.
Yep.
Helping people get transportation for their medical services. Like and of course the research too. The research is there too. But they do so much with the American Cancer Society. So every penny genuinely counts. It's great that this year they truly celebrated their partnership in countering cancer, and it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing, man. And like I said, congratulations to everybody. It's at 62,000 next year. I saw somebody in the chat say 100,000 henchmen. Let's do it, man. I think it's achievable. It's definitely achievable if
there are very good deals to be had. Very good deals.
Yeah, I saw some of the things sell throughout the weekend, and I was like, "Holy cow, man!"
Did you see some of that original art that went for only $75?
I didn't see that. No, I didn't.
Amazing, and some of it went for even under 200, and it was bangers.
Yeah, good deals. I definitely need in on this next year. I've had a crazy weekend, to be honest with you, just with the kids in hockey. Like, forget it. But next year, like I said, let me know. And it doesn't have to be me on my channel, man. We could try to maybe even to start nudging Matt, John, Covrprice. Let's take this higher, man. If there's anything I could do, I would happily do so. So who knows? We shall see for next year. But congratulations again to everybody for this year. Guys, I said it before.
Frozen?
Sorry?
I must be frozen. I'm frozen.
No, you're not.
Oh, it was you who was frozen. All right.
I don't know. I'm still going live. I'm good.
You turned into the vortex, and when you turned into the vortex, I'm like, am I frozen?
Well, that's fine. I'm fine on my end. Everything seems fine. So that being said, guys, if you're just tuning in, I said it at the beginning of the show, we're going to be giving away this Mark Spears Monster Slab, but this is being donated tonight by Michael Baker, of course, man, the big supporter of this channel. So shout out to Michael Baker. It's going to take place at any point within the show. Whether it's at the beginning, the end, I have no idea, but it's going to happen. So stick around, make sure you're here. You got to be subscribed, of course, if you want to win it. And once you win it, just make sure to DM me, guys. I don't want people coming at me like 8 weeks later after tonight and be like, hey man, I never got my slab. DM me your address, your proof that you are subscribed. Of course, just take a print screen. And yeah, man, I wish everybody the best of luck on that one for tonight. Cliff, I think it's time for us to get into the FOC selections of the week for tonight. So, sir, are you ready? Oh, he's ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Borderline could voice Bowser with that. Like, do it again. One more time. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I love it. All right, guys, FOC selections of the week for October 27th. Now, of course, if you live in the United States and want to order any of these books, you can go visit comicnation.us. Here, we're giving you 15% off every single week, but you can get an additional 5% off by using discount code Black Crown. And if you're in Canada, guys, go check out comiclegion.ca. They give you 20% off of your order every single week. But if it's your first order, use discount code ENLIST. Again, that's comiclegion.ca. Tonight's list and every week when we go through the FOC list, it is done by none other than Lefteros. So shout out to Lefteros. If you guys aren't already following him over on Instagram, please do so. Go check him out. It's at Lefteros. And if you want to read more into why he picked tonight's books, you can go check it out over on the Covrprice website, where he does full articles, write-ups for New Comic Book Day and FOC. So with that, Cliff, let's get into the first book of tonight. It is Final Boss. Yeah, the Final Boss. #1. Cover A. New series about an enforcer named Tommy Brazen that has newfound powers. Now, the story and art is done by Tyler Kirkham. I had seen talks about Final Boss for what feels like kind of the longest time. But now here we are. It's finally coming out. There's a lot of great covers available for this as well. And it goes beyond just what's available for open order, guys. On FOC, I think there's like 4 or 5 covers easily. but there are plenty, and I mean plenty of exclusives available for this as well. So with that being said, I do agree with Lefteros when he says that when that's the case, your best bet just might be the cover A. And I'm totally going to pick this up, man. I want to give it a read. It looks cool. The character looks badass. Lefteros even said that kind of looks like a lost character from Street Fighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it looks cool. And like, all I'm thinking is like, can Tyler Kirkham write?
I guess we're going to find out.
Like, you know, I'm like, can the man write? I mean, I need to know. Cause I guess we are going to find out. We are going to find out, you know? Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 covers I've seen, and two of them are Youngblood.
Yep.
Hot diggity damn.
Ozzy almost broke me. I think he did. He broke me with his comment. I don't know if you saw it.
I did not see it. Show me one more time.
For next year, for the Comics Curing Cancer, if they hit 100,000, you should get a Prince Arthur.
Oh no, it's over. I'm done. This is it. This is my contribution to the cause. I'm getting the tattoo because Tyler the twerker didn't do his for like 3 years. So someone's getting a tattoo.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Gabe's in the chat, man. Gabe, yes, it does remind me of Streets of Rage as well, man. That's a good one that you just dropped right there. But yeah, man, Gabe was actually
one of the covers. He's doing this. He's preparing, you know, like a Dragon Ball or like a Street Fighter energy. Like you know, he's got a Hadouken getting ready.
Yeah, dude. I honestly, I'm excited. I want to see what this is going to be about. Like read wise, especially like you said, man. Tyler Kirkham is going to be writing, which is going to be interesting. I'm curious.
God, his name is Tommy Brazen. Tommy Brazen realizes his grandfather's cryptic stories about their godlike abilities weren't just folklore. As Tommy's powers manifest in a brutal way, he's forced to confront the truth of his new abilities and the violent destiny that comes with them.
Let's go.
Let's go. Come on. Come on, Tyler Kirkham. But damn, the guy's name is Tommy. I mean, for real. Hilarious.
Yep. I'm in. I'm going to pick up a copy for sure, man. I want to give this a read. Like I said, I've seen this talked about for the longest time. So now I'm actually, here we are. It's on FOC. I'm going to pre-order a copy, guaranteed. And yeah, it looks very interesting, man. A lot of things being said in the chat right now that I don't want to repeat.
Let me see. Reminds me of Streets of Rage.
No, that's all good stuff. That's all good stuff. But anyways, let's focus on FOC. We'll move on from this. Final Boss number 1 is on FOC this week. Spider-Man Noir comes issue number 3 on FOC this week. And this one being the Eric Larson variant. Larson's also writing the story. I read issue 1. It was okay. Nothing too crazy. I got to pick up issue 2 to read, of course, so I'm a bit behind. But we're getting the first appearance and cover of Plasma Man. And I'm kind of surprised that Plasma Man has never been a thing before, right? It sounds like something that we would have heard in
I mean, it might be a new Earth version of Plasma Man.
I think that's what would make sense, right? I feel like there has to have been a Plasma Man at one time.
I mean, there is a Plasma in Marvel Contest of Champions. No, that's a Plasma thing. Anyhow, yeah. I'm sure that there's definitely been a Plasma in Earth 616. You know, I'm sure of it.
Yep. So, but Eric Larson, man.
Eric Larson. Who we love. We love Eric Larson.
We do. Cliff, you and I had an amazing opportunity to see Larson live at Terrificon. What was it? Not last year? Was it? Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah. Oh my God, they think I don't know what a Prince Albert is. I know what kind of piercing that is, and I'm not doing that to myself. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that to my penis. No.
And we don't want to see you live stream that. The tattoo we're okay with, man, Cliff. Let's keep it.
I don't want to live stream anything like that. If y'all are gonna look for my genitalia, you will pay for my OnlyFans.
I knew you had one, but anyways, Spider-Man Noir issue 3. This one being the Larson variant. Like I said, Larson. The first issue was pretty good. Nothing too crazy. It didn't blow me away. So I'm curious now. I definitely still have to read issue number 2. Number 3 right here is going to have the first appearance and cover, apparently, of Plasma Man, which is a pretty interesting design. I dig. Character looks pretty cool. But anyways, moving on from that, we have Doctor Strange number 1. And this one has my full attention, guys. This one being the main cover. We have
Angela.
Yes.
Angela.
3 first appearances, as you can see here, and I'm gonna butcher these names, but first appearance of Vryboden, Riala, and Ideal. That's what I'm going with. I think we
Don't even trouble yourself, because in 6 months I dare anyone to remember who they are. If Derek Landy, who I've never heard of, if Derek Landy creates 3 characters in a Doctor Strange story that takes us to the level of people talking about it like they talk about Gore, and no, God bless whoever Derek Landy is, but I doubt it. We'll see. I'm gonna buy it because I'm a slut, but we'll see.
Yes. You definitely are. But when it comes to the book itself, one thing that I'm most excited about was the first thing you screamed out when you saw this cover, and it's Angela. Because boy, oh boy, man, I remember when Angela was making her way into Marvel. I mean, outside of Age of Ultron and Guardians of the Galaxy, there was not much more that followed. You know what I mean? Like we just lost Angela after that, and I wanted so much more for Angela. So now I'm really excited to see how this is going to play out within story. I could see Angela being teased, not just only here, but we also have this 1 in 100 incentive by Fanyang. And oh my God, this cover is stunning, dude.
I'm sure there's a trade version that I could pick up.
You know what? I'm not too sure. I actually got to check that out, man.
Yeah, I was going to say, when's the last time they gave us a unique 1 in 100? It's been a while.
Yeah, that's usually the case, but I was even thinking of checking this before going live because I wanted to make sure there was a trade. So I'm happy you brought that up. Yes, it is available in a trade. At the bottom left, there's the trade on the photo. But yeah, I think this is totally worthy of a pickup as a trade as well. I am a trade guy, so for me that works. But at the same time, man, as a virgin, it's such a stunning cover, dude. Oh, Inyuk Lee's doing connectings for this. That's pretty interesting. I don't know if you guys knew that.
I love the sound of that. Chia Pet brought up an interesting question. Will this connect to Hela, Queen in Black? Because let me tell you, I would love Angela to go up against Hela. I think that's a story.
Absolutely, especially as the Queen in Black. And not only that, don't forget that she's related to Thor. So,
well, they're both related to Thor.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is Angela. Angela.
Like, this is a time to give Angela her story, even if it's through the pages of another book.
Yeah, you know what, man? I hate that she is bringing up such a solid point because I would love to see that unfold. But yeah, anyways, I think
they're half sisters. They're half sisters. Gotta watch out.
I think this has a lot of potential, so I'm totally gonna pick this one up, and yeah, I am gonna go for the trade on this. And I'll grab a cover A. The cover A is really nice. But all right, moving on from Doctor Strange, guys. Exquisite Corpses continues to bring out the poly bags. And here we are with issue number 7. Also featuring, of course, within the poly bags, if you're not up to date and don't know this by now, they include the playable trading cards within the poly bags. And here we are with issue number 7. Man, this read has been absolutely a wild ride. It's so well executed. It feels like it's written straight for television, straight for a movie, whatever it may be that something comes of, because we all know that Tynion's been doing amazing things and that he's just on a rampage with great stuff. Now we also know that we have Something is Killing the Children that is going to be making its way, which we'll talk about later on. It's making its way to animated and other stuff, so we'll get into it. But yeah,
fingers crossed, okay? Because let's remember, not so long ago, right? Netflix is like, we're on it. We paid for it. We're in on it, and nothing. So.
Yep. But we'll dive into it. But yes, this is a must pick up for me every time it passes FOC. I have not slept on it, and I'm going polybag the whole way till the end.
All right.
Yep. But all right, moving on from Exquisite Corpses, we've got Spawn: The Dark Ages, number 1, cover A, first appearance of Earl King, Ulgrave, Devil's Spawn. So it's a story and art by Liam Sharp, someone I'm not entirely familiar with. But one thing, speaking Sharp, Lefteros mentioned that the artwork within this book is absolutely insane. So that, for me, I'm excited to see. But besides that, I'm not too familiar with this one, so I don't have much to add. Cliff, anything? Are you on the new Hellspawn stuff or?
I'm not, but it looks real pretty.
Yeah, the cover is stunning. This goes without saying.
And story and art by Liam Sharp. Hello.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So hold on.
Yeah.
This is going to be another new Hellspawn, courtesy, of course, of Liam Sharp. Lefteros did have a chance to read a short preview of this, and the interiors are absolutely stunning. I think this is going to be a grimy and wicked version of Spawn, and a story packed with awesome new Spawnverse characters. So yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. If you're a Spawn fan, I think this is totally worthy of a pickup.
And you have a super chat, sir.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Alex, look, what are you doing, dude? You don't have to do that. Thank you so much. I know Alex. Shout out to Alex though. Cliff, you were telling me that you saw him scoop up some stuff throughout the weekend from
I saw Alex in the chats. I think he scooped up some stuff during C3. So, God bless. And if you were just there supporting the stream, also still wonderful.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you, Alex, man. You didn't need to do that, but to celebrate, let's all put up something really pretty for all of our eyes to see. Yes, and
okay,
Canada.
I need a male version for when I'm the guest. I'm sorry. I don't care if there's still a chick in it, but we need a dude for when I'm here.
Oh, I got you covered on the man side. Hold up.
I'm all gas, no brakes. Yarami.
So
all right, I realize that you're Canadian, so you're confused. I didn't ask for a Yeti. I asked for a real dude. So try again, and for next time I'm here, we'll see. Thank you.
The man's tongue was flapping right there, man. Anyways, but
that
yes,
Yeti, okay, can handle their business elsewhere.
Oh, always off the rails. I love it. So good. But anyways, we also have the 1 in 250 incentive. That is awesome right there. It's got Todd McFarlane's sketch, it seems, there in the background, man, which is really cool. I don't know if is it a sketch? What is it?
It does. And his name is on it.
Yeah, I dig. Absolutely dig. But all right, moving on from that. Oh, homage covers as such, especially when it comes to video games, I'm a sucker for. You got Lost Fantasy issue number 5, this one being the cover B, Final Fantasy X homage cover, but then they had to hit me with another one because we also get the cover C, which is a Zelda Breath of the Wild homage. We've seen this done before, but man, it hits every time. I dig these. I always dig these.
I feel like these homages are much rarer than the cover homages. Because ASM 300 to death, Hulk, Wolverine to death, Wolverine, Flash, and Hulk to death. Although I do want to have a recreation of one of those custom done, but with that exception, I don't need to see it again. I'm ready for some different, and I like the video game recreations. Like, it's different. I mean, it happens every so often, but it's different enough that it still piques my interest. Until they ruin it, because they ruin everything.
You know what? I don't know if this was. It should have been done. I was actually thinking about this the other day, man. I wanted to see this video game cover redone in a comic cover. Now, I don't know if you guys remember this from back in the day. Let me see if I could pop it up and blow it up for you guys. Hold on. Yeah, dude, this game was wild. Let me see if here. Hold on. Okay, I'll share my screen because I really thought this would have been a great opportunity for like. Maybe Feral, right? Like I could totally see like Trish Forstner doing something like this, man. But this video game, Bubsy, Bubsy, dude. Like this needs to be homaged at some point. I want to see a Bubsy homage. Somebody's got to pull this off because I think again, Feral would have been a fantastic story for that. Exactly, but who knows?
You dug this out of the wasteland of the internet, and the next thing you know, we're gonna get a Jeff cover.
A Jeff cover. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, let's do it. I don't care. I want to see it done, man. I want to see a Bubsy cover. I used to love the hell out of Bubsy. Yeah, does anyone remember Bubsy? Yeah, Gabe, man. Bubsy, do you remember this? Because this was good times, dude. Good times. But anyways, all right. Lost Fantasy 5, this one being the Breath of the Wild homage. Next it will be Ratchet and Clank. Hey, man, I'm all for it. Bring it. But all right. Oh, Sly Cooper. And Sly Cooper has a comic too, so that would be fun. But okay, let's move on. We got Absolute Batman issue number 9. This is the second print First full appearance and cover of Absolute Bane. First cameo appearance of Absolute Slade Wilson, in photo only, of course. Now, I think, we've said it in the past many times. You guys know exactly how I feel when it comes to like just the color swap of the logos, etc. I like to see some new things. Like, I think the Transformers, Void Rivals, later printings have been doing it right. We're getting new covers, whether even it be something reused from the interiors. I'm okay with that. I like it. You know what I mean? It's a fresh feel, something different. But at the same time, this is also great for those who have not had the opportunity to read this. And Absolute Batman's been absolutely amazing. So yeah, this is again a good pickup in my opinion. If you missed out,
I have no words.
I know how you feel.
We all know this title is not for me. But that's okay. Like, obviously it's doing its thing. People are loving it. Why should I yuck on someone else's yum? I get it.
Yep, no problem. I appreciate it. That's
Yo,
your honesty, sir, is all I care about. So thank you.
I'm getting so many freaking DMs about the tattoo. Like, everyone's like, oh, can't wait to see your new tattoo. Like, it is blowing up on one whole screen here. It's insane.
It's gonna be wonderful. Steve does tattoos. I'm just putting it out there.
No,
But
yeah,
anyways, so absolutely.
One of my best friends is down the road, Remy. He's gonna do it. It's gonna be great. That's it. I trust him. He's a wonderful artist. If you want to come to upstate New York for a fabulous tattoo, look up Remy NYCE tattoos on Instagram. That's my boy. He's great. My boy, whatever. He's my heterosexual good friend.
I think we're all just looking forward to watching the live stream of you getting tattooed, man. I can't wait to see your reaction. But anyways, Absolute Batman number 9 on FOC this week. Second print. Stunning cover right here by Carrie Nord, man. Wonder Woman issue 27. Dude, I love this cover. It is absolutely amazing. I'm like, this is a cover grab for me this week.
I like it. I feel like Diana looks too young. With that simple exception, it's beautiful.
Yep, I think it's a beautiful cover. So for me,
Daniel Samper is back on interior. I mean, he was killing
that's huge.
Killing it on Tom. I mean, I'm excited.
Steve, with the valid questions, there's nothing wrong with that question.
Yeah,
too young. I
knew it.
I do see it. Yeah, I do see it. It's definitely looking a little young here, but still a stunning cover. I think it's very well done. Tom King is killing it. Couldn't agree more, man. Tom King is on fire across multiple titles. With a baby, I missed out on something. Nope, missing a corgi pass. Yeah, no kidding, coming from you, sir. But all right, moving on from that. We've got Fantastic Four, issue 6. We have a Marvel Rivals variant, this one being a Nettease one. Of course, you've got a Malice depiction. Malice was a huge hit over on the video game as well. So for Marvel Rivals fans, I think this is definitely worthy of a pickup. But speaking of Malice, guys, here's something I want to talk to you about. This is a big one, man. Fantastic Four, issue 6. This one being the J. Scott Campbell variant. First of all, it's a Campbell cover, and it's a sick Campbell cover to begin with. It's the first cover appearance of Invincible Woman Sue Storm from another universe. Now, I know that the character looks a lot like Malice. You also have this 1 in 100 incentive, which is just a version of that. You guys remember with the J. Scott Campbell covers that were coming out, that MJ one did very well on the aftermarket. I think this one does exactly that as well. You're going to have a new character appearance, and it seems that this is kind of the approach of like the maker Reed Richards, right? Because we're getting an alternate version of Sue Storm here from another universe who looks exactly like Malice, but with the name Invincible Woman. So I'm not too sure what is going to be going on with this character. I'm very intrigued. I'm interested in the story. I want to see what's the backstory. Are they setting up this character to be something, kind of like the maker, but for Sue Storm?
I mean, we're going to find out, aren't we?
Yeah, I guess so, man.
They're going to show us. They're going to show us, aren't they?
Yeah. I can't wait, man. I'm excited to pick this one up, and I think it's just an amazing J. Scott Campbell cover, man. Thumbnail tonight. It is so appealing, and I think
I mean, it looks like a lot of
of
fun.
the
I'm
J.
excited.
Scott Campbell covers that we've had available for open order. Yeah, I want to know about this character. It's very, very interesting. Invincible Wonder Woman. Invincible Invisible Woman is a tongue twister. Yes. I'm gonna save my jokes there, Gabe. I'm gonna save them, but you laid me up with a nice layup, bro. But all right, moving on from Fantastic Four issue 6, the Ultimate Universe. 2 years in, issue number 1 is on FOC. This one being the main cover, first appearance of Earth 6160's Daredevil, and other characters as well. Now, what's interesting about this? Here's the look of Daredevil. Okay, this one is the Kamikoli variant. You got Daredevil. Yeah, for front and center, as you can see, also available in a 1 in 50 incentive. It's so interesting. Now, apparently, he's gonna have ties to Guardians of the Galaxy, which, in the Ultimate Universe, it's definitely different. We know Daredevil as a street level character, right? So now with his ties to Guardians, like I'm curious to know, okay, what's his backstory here in the Ultimate Universe. But when we look at sorry,
no, I'm very curious about him and the cosmic nature of it and all. Yes.
Yeah, but at the same time, now we're getting to the end, from what I understand, right? We have Ultimate Endgame, and we're getting a ton of characters that we're still being introduced to. So I find that to be very interesting.
I believe that that's going to be the end of this. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, Marvel hates printing money. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Please, I don't want to hear it. We're getting closer and closer to the battle with the absolute battle with Darkseid. Is that going to end? I doubt it.
Well said, my man. Well said. It will be the end, but not the end. Is where I'm headed. But yeah, so very interesting. I'm curious to know about this Daredevil in the Ultimate Universe. So we'll see how this plays out. And yeah, man, it's definitely different. It's not street level. It doesn't seem that way. Yeah, exactly. Cosmic Daredevil. Cosmic Daredevil is just regular Daredevil, but dependent on his friends, apparently. Yes, Cliff is getting a new tattoo. I love how everybody is super excited about this. I can't wait to see. Yeah.
He's so excited. He's
the live stream.
I love it. And I'm being that bitch. I'm sorry.
But all right, let's move on from Ultimate Universe 2 years in. And number 1, we're going to move on to what is the big book of the week. Why do we say that? It's because, well, we did get Deadpool Batman, right? Oh, Jesus. I'll get to that super chat in a second. But we did get Deadpool Batman, and a lot of covers took off and did very well. You've got Dan Mora doing this cover, and of course you all know I love me some Dan Mora, but not only that, there are a lot of great covers coming out this week they're on FOC this week for this book. I thought the first one was great with Deadpool Batman. There were multiple mini stories in there that were just amazing, and now we also have some amazing covers as well. So let's see what we have. We've got this cover G right here. This is a Dragotta cover. You got Batman and the Punisher, which is really cool. I like this one, but some of my favorites definitely got to go with the Deadpool. The Doctor Doom Joker cover.
Lee Bermejo,
done by Bermejo. Yeah, Bermejo killed it on that one. And then you got Mark Brooks giving us some Zatanna with some Scarlet Witch.
Listen, Brooks and Dodson, like, they never disappoint me.
Yeah, both of these covers are must pickups for myself. It does suck because it is a pretty heavy price tag. I think it's a $9.99, so it's up there. But I mean, these covers are too good to pass on, and especially these two guys. The Sienkiewicz Hulk 340 homage We know that the Stegman one did very well in the aftermarket when it dropped, and I think it's going to pair very nicely when you have both of these together. When you're going to have the Sienkiewicz with the Stegman, oh my God, these are going to be awesome. But the Souza Micah, oh my God, another amazing cover. Love both of these. Love them.
So good.
Cliff, anything?
No, there again. This thing has been homage to death. But you know what? They did Deadpool coming at Batman. Why shouldn't we have Batman coming at Deadpool? I'm not crazy about the look of Emma Frost and Catwoman. You know, like it's a good looking cover, but it's not like a good looking cover. Am I wrong?
I feel you. I mean, it's not Souza Micah's best cover, that's for sure. I get what you mean on Emma Frost because it doesn't entirely feel Emma Frost-ish.
Yeah, in the
But
meantime,
for me, it's the Sienkiewicz. I think
Sienkiewicz is just painting freaking gold right now. I mean, you know, I cannot disagree. I cannot disagree. Look, Alex even said Cliff is right. How often do I get that?
very rare, very rare. Derek, I agree with you, man. The homage for Hulk 340 is just so overdone.
Tis true.
I'm like works, man, especially when it's Sienkiewicz. I think it. Yeah, I think it's gonna pair very nicely with the Stegman one. So yeah, both of those are must pickups for myself. I'm picking up the Sienkiewicz for sure, and I want to pair those two up together. But guys, those were the FOC picks of the week for this week. Now, of course, go support Left Arrows. Go check him out over on the Covrprice website, and go follow him on Instagram, man. It's at Left Arrows. If you guys liked any of these books we spoke about, and you live in the United States, go check out comicnation.us. They give you 15% off of the cover price, but get an additional 5% off by using discount code Black Crown. Canada, we got comiclegion.ca, 20% off every single week. But if it's your first order, use discount code ENLIST. You get 5% additional off of your first order. Covrprice.com is where you can get all the information by Left Arrows when it comes to New Comic Book Day and FOC. He does his write-ups there, so if you want to know further and more reasons why he made these picks, you can go check that out. And of course, if you are hanging out here for the first time ever and you're having a good time, hit the subscribe button so I can make sure to kick it with you guys next week as well and every week after that. All right, we made it through the FOC. Cliff, are you still lagging? Like how
I am
you're
lagging,
good?
yes.
Everything's going smooth? You good?
Should I try rebooting?
Okay.
I just hate leaving you alone. I hate leaving you alone.
It's up to you. It's totally up to you.
All right.
Don't worry, man, because this is the point of the show where I'm going to bring in Steve, so it gives you a bit of leeway to hit the reset.
I love Steve. All right, but I'm going to restart. I'll be right back.
I know. No problem. We'll see Cliff in just a minute. It is time to catch up with Steve, baby, because it's time for This Is Steve. Stevie boy, how's it going, man?
What's up?
Is Cliff still frozen?
Yeah.
Oh, bye. Oh, man. But yeah, dude, not much. So it's been a crazy week, right? There's been so much going on. I know you and I even tried to get together this weekend. You messaged me today, and I'm like, dude, like I think it was like 4:30 by the time everything started to slow down and I got home, so that didn't get to work out. But you had some stuff going on your end, man. What were you up to this week?
Yeah, I did a few things this week. You know, I have a little list because I had so much stuff that I did this week. So
hit me. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
All right. So what did I read this week? I read, because I was waiting for you originally to write to get my absolute Batman number 13. So I couldn't wait any longer, so I read it.
Okay, that's fair.
So good.
That's fair.
Honestly, it's a really good one. I really enjoyed that one. It's that series so far out of everything that I've read, still my favorite.
Yeah.
Still my favorite. What else? I read Beneath the Trees, the whole series.
And?
Honestly, it felt like a children's book written by Stephen King, and it was amazing.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, it was
well said.
like the first, let's say 4 or 5 pages that I read, I was like, okay, I don't understand where this is gonna go and how this. And then you see her walking through the fucking forest, and you're like,
Yeah.
wow,
It's
this
crazy.
is crazy. Yeah.
Absolutely nuts, man. You know what? When it first dropped, and like I saw the cover for that, cover A, where you just see the bear, right?
Yeah.
The trail of blood, and I'm like, oh my god, okay, children's book theme, it seems, right? And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, they're going the murder route. Something crazy is going on here. I got to read more about this. And then when I read issue 1, I was in complete love with it. Speaking love, we got Cliff, who's back. Cliff, we were just talking about Steve and some of the things he's doing. He obviously read a bit of Absolute Batman. He's caught up, but he actually read Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees for the first time. Yeah, look at the eyes rolling.
Well, his eyes are moving, so we know he's not frozen.
Yeah, blink twice, man. If you're being held hostage.
Well, maybe he is frozen.
Yeah, no, okay, but I think we're back.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Am I lagging?
No, you're good.
Oh my god.
Go for it.
I was like, come on, how many things can go wrong now? I can't handle this. It's too
There you
much. 2025 is too much.
But all right, so back to it. You read Beneath the Trees, spot on with what you are comparing it to. It was like a children's book written by by Stephen King.
Yeah.
But what else? I want to know
My
what else.
serial killer.
All right. What else? Let me see. I finally picked up issue 1 of Immortal Legend Batman.
Is this the second print?
No, this one is 0001. It's first print.
Hold on, bro. What did you look at?
This is the serial number over here, right?
Look at this professional.
I'm getting there. So yeah, I read this one, and then I read number 2 that I've had for a few weeks when I picked it up when it got released. So I read this series. It's pretty
How'd
good.
you feel about it?
It's a good story. Not my favorite. That's not
Right,
every day
it's
that
not
I
a
say
great
that I don't
story.
like. I like it. It's not, I guess, my cup of tea when it comes to Batman.
It's Kyle Higgins, man. It's Batman Power Rangers, right? Like it's
It's
literally
exactly what it is.
that.
It's Batman
I
Power
know,
Rangers.
but I like Kyle Higgins, and I don't know what this is. I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy, and I like Kyle Higgins. I do, and I love.
Same.
I love the massive universe, the supermassive universe. I'm so in love with what goes on there. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what we're doing here.
I was waiting for Batman to say it's morphing time at one point, but you know.
I don't think it's that
What are you
bad.
gonna do?
I feel bad. I feel like every time people see his name, they automatically their brain switches to Power Rangers. I don't, personally.
Yeah.
But so no, at no point did I expect morphing time, but like I also felt like, where's this story going? Like it's issue 2, and I'm hanging out with Nightwing and Robin, right? Like I'm like, I was hoping for. Of course, people are in it for the moral covers. They're gorgeous, but like I want more.
They're great covers for sure.
I love Elseworlds, and I just want a full-bodied experience, and I'm not getting it here.
My man, I honestly I enjoyed it. I thought issue 1 and 2 were good.
Yeah.
Also like all his regular people that he teams up with in the costumes. I found the costume designs good. Story wise, I do agree with you. It's a little flat. Like he could use a little more oomph, but hopefully we're there soon.
Well, I'm still gonna read it. I'm hoping that it does get a bit more interesting.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
But what else did you do this week, sir?
I read this one.
Okay, and
then I found issue 2.
My man.
So I read both of these. These ones I really like.
Yes.
This is my type of Batman. This is what I like.
Yep, I agree.
I'm all in with the blue suit, so definitely in on that one.
Yeah.
Now these are my 2 little dollar bin picks that I got.
Okay, talk to me.
1991 X-Men Volume 1 Issue 3. I think.
Okay.
This one's a nice one. I like this. The cover drew me in. I don't know if I opened it up just to see like what the pages look like. It smells old, so I love it.
There you
You know?
go. The older you're gonna go, it's gonna start smelling of cigarettes, and then it's gonna smell of other things that you don't want to
Yeah.
even imagine.
So this one I think is 1991. That's pretty cool. Now this one is
Is
the
that hold on?
reason-
Is that like one of your probably your oldest
No,
comics?
the other one that I bought is older,
Oh, okay.
and I really want Gabe to tell me what year this is from because I know what it is. I want to know if he knows. We're gonna play a little game with him.
Okay, Gabe.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is a sick pickup. Look at you, man.
Yeah, the wrestling theme just right away.
No
Oh,
kidding.
yeah, I'm definitely getting this one.
And this was like a straight cover grab for you, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I opened it up just to see what year it was from, and I'm very happy that I did. It's really crazy.
Right on.
man.
Well, so far the 2 years that I got are wrong.
81, 79, 1982. Gabe is
Fucking Gabe, he's good.
Gabe
man.
Gabe is the man, dude. You can't
right on cue, man. Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't-
So that's what I'm very proud of. I like
Yeah,
this one.
dude.
And I got my hands on these.
Oh, you did. You finally found them.
I finally got my hands on. They were the last two in the shop, so I grabbed them for sure.
So hold on, you got the last two Mark Spears blind bags, and there's still some golden tickets out there. You gonna open these?
I will open them.
Like
You want me to
now?
open them now?
Right now. Let's go.
Hold on.
baby. Hold on.
In Halloween fashion, I'm gonna channel my love for comics. Hold on.
Yes, love for comics costume. Pull it out. Yeah.
We're gonna do it the right way.
Bro, the glasses. That's for protection.
And the
right?
gloves. And
This
the
is for
gloves.
protection. All right.
That's for the
here we go.
protection. Yeah. Oh my
Here we go.
god. Here we go. Oh my god.
No. Be careful.
He's going for a live rip. I want to see this. Oh, that's a clean one. Look at you. All right,
Oh,
guys. Let's see what he pulls.
Hold on. Hold on. Make sure I get this right.
Now, are those prescription glasses? That's my question.
They used to be. I'm seeing all crooked right now. I don't need them, I don't need them anymore.
All right.
All
Let's
right,
see
here
what
we
you
go.
got. First one out. Nice. Okay. Now open the book. Let's see. Is there anything that's gonna fall out of there?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
None.
That's a pretty nice cover. I like it.
It is. It's such a sick cover, dude.
Yeah. All right.
All
So
right.
that's number
now
one.
Let's hope.
Hold
Live
on.
ripping on
Hold
rookie.
on.
Bro, it's still rookie month. Yeah, he is a mad scientist. But all right.
All right. Hold on.
Okay, here we go. All right. Thank God you're wearing protection, man.
Yeah. You never be too safe.
All right. All I hear is Cliff's computer going fucking bonkers.
It's great. It's great.
All right. With the gloves. Oh! All right. That's a cool cover.
Yeah.
It's a cool cover. But all right, let's see what's in there. Let's go. Ticket.
No.
No ticket.
No ticket.
My
Honestly,
God.
I'm not sad at all.
No, of course not.
I'm
dude.
not
And you got
sad
two
at all.
different covers.
I got two different covers. That's why I'm happy.
And you're also getting some good feedback because Love for Comics is saying clean cuts better than him. You know,
So it's
straight
all
cut.
it's all in the scissors.
No, I don't know, man. It's the glasses.
Oh my god, that was hurting my face.
That's awesome, man. That's fun, dude.
Yeah.
You finally got the Mark Spears blind bags. Unfortunately, you didn't get the golden tickets, but
Honestly, I'm not sad. Do you want to know why? 'Cause my collection is getting bigger, and that's what's making me happy.
how close are you to filling a short box?
I don't know how much a short box fills, but I'm not close at all. I don't.
No?
think.
Okay. Well,
I don't think so.
buy a short box. Start
Yeah.
putting your comics in there. I don't want to even know where you're storing your comics right now.
There honestly, this whole desk that I'm using right now, it's all my stuff, and nobody's allowed to come here. So they're just like stacked and spread out a little bit everywhere.
Yeah, but I'm happy to see that like you're picking up books now. Your oldest book is from 1982, so
Yeah.
not bad. And
Yeah.
yeah, man, you're shying away from the moderns slowly.
Yeah. I honestly it was so difficult because I went to Heroes and they stack their dollar bins so tight.
Oh, I hate that.
And I was with my daughter. She's what, a year old, so I couldn't put her down.
Yeah.
So I had her in one arm, and I was trying to flip through.
Were you at Heroes, the convention, or a
No.
No. It's
There's
a comic
a
book.
shop. There's a shop here called Heroes, and that's where he went. But it's funny because
By the way, what's his name's new shop in Canada?
Nefarious.
Let me tell you, the floors were clean and shiny, but he has some of the best looking back issues I've seen in a long time. Like they are crisp. Like this man was we're just shining them for days.
Yeah, dude. I honestly, I've got to go check out the shop. Nefarious, dude. I love him, and I know he's got a lot of love for the shop. You could see it, man, just in his posts. How like you said, man, it's a clean shop. It looks high end. And you expect when you walk in there, you're gonna find some high end quality books. And I love the vibe I'm seeing online. So I can't wait to experience it in person. And I got to think of a way to surprise him. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to walk in and fake like I'm gonna steal something, because things have been happening in the hobby like that, and I don't want to get in trouble. But I got to surprise him. You know what I mean? I got to find a way to do
how
it.
you surprise him? Dress like my fat ass, and then just walk in, and they're like, "It's me."
Yeah, maybe I'll dress up like Hyper or something.
Oh, you know what? Wear like a jumpsuit or something. Like just something you just don't wear all the time. Don't go wearing your paint on pants though. That's just a dead giveaway to who you are.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's a dead giveaway to many other things according to Cliff. But but yes, Steve, man, it's fun catching up, man. Honestly, like I love seeing that now you're starting to just drift into some older books, and we were talking last week about that. How when it comes to reads, you've been reading a lot of these modern books, etc. But man, it would be fun to see your take on some of the history of such iconic characters. And we can give you an entire list of characters for sure. But I mean, obviously, go with what you love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Start thinking about the characters that you care for, etc. And I want to see what you think of the older stuff, because I mean, Spidey example has some very cringy moments in his earlier days. You know what I mean? It's like, okay.
I'm starting to like ease my way into Spider-Man, and I remembered that somebody had given me this as a gift, and I never opened it.
Oh my god, that is a great game.
So now I started playing it this week. So now I'm starting to get familiar with all the stuff, and it's.
But
fun.
it's totally different. It's.
Oh no, I could just imagine, but I'm slowly starting to like Spider-Man more than I did before, I guess. So it may push me to buy more books.
Cliff, you were saying something?
I love how you're falling in love with Spidey. It touches my heart.
It does.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, Steve, I want to thank you, of course. We didn't get to meet up this weekend. Again, we're going to try again, hopefully sometime soon. I don't know if you're free this upcoming weekend. If not, it's okay. We'll try. Figure it out. We'll figure it out, man.
Anytime you want, you let me know. I'm in.
Yeah. Nothing beats Spider-Man teaching the Beyonder how to poop, man. Dude, like I said, there's going to be some strange things you're going to experience when you get into the older books, but it's okay, man. It's okay. It's what makes all of this fun, dude. Makes it super awesome. But all right, Steve, thank you again. We will catch up again next week.
Absolutely.
And yeah, man, let me
Thanks
know
for having me.
Yeah, of course, bro. Anytime. Let me know what you're up to this week, and we'll touch base again next Sunday.
Okay.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, I love this, man. I love.
Steve's on the back. Steve is just fantastic.
Yeah, dude. Did you see how clean he did those rips? He's been watching Love for Comics, dude. He's been watching him for good.
For real.
Yeah, absolutely. But all right.
Listen, he showed up.
And he continues to show up. That's what matters the most. But Cliff, let's get into the market report, sir. You ready?
I'm ready.
He's ready. It goes so deep, so deep. But yes, all right, guys, it's time for the market report where we're looking at sales that took place throughout the week. Now we're looking at multiple lists, whether it be the House of Stein, CVSI, Key Collector, Covrprice, Go Collect, checking sales, of course, eBay. If you've got Instagram, we're looking at all of that stuff as well. There's absolutely no structure to this list. No, it's absolute madness. Nothing in alphabetical order. No, we're not going in order of highest sales to lowest sales. We're just looking at sales all together and having fun. Now, one of the most important things that I am checking is my DMs when it comes to Michael Baker, because he hits me up every single day with some books that sold on the aftermarket. So he has his own little section here on the channel called the Baker Shakers. So let's look at some of the books that sold this week. First book up, Something is Killing the Children. A monster walks into a bar. Number 1, this one from New York Comic Con, because yes, New York Comic Con books are still trickling in. It's a Peach Momoko cover. It was available in the Something is Killing the Children pack. It is a glow-in-the-dark version that is limited to 50 copies, and a raw near mint copy sold for $500 US. Cover price daily shaker, highest sale recorded to date so far for this one. And you know what? No surprise. No surprise.
There is something to be surprised. It's a beautiful peach cover. You know, people love Something is Killing the Children. I like the Marvel throwback cover the most out of A Monster Walks into the Bar, but this is really lovely. I did no notes, Peach, no notes.
Yep. You're talking about the Flops cover.
Yes.
That Flops cover is so damn good, and it's doing so well in the aftermarket, rightfully so. Yep. And yeah, dude, I love it. But I am not surprised to see this Momoko one on the list. So that being said, Something is Killing the Children. A monster walks into a bar. Number 1, the 2025 New York Comic Con exclusive by Momoko that was limited to 50. It's a glow in the dark and a raw near mint sold at $500. Now, shying away, it is Halloween season. And just so you know, I purposely put 13 books to talk about tonight on the market report because these are it's the last Sunday before Halloween, so I had to throw that number 13 at you guys. Betty and Veronica, issue 261. We go back to 2012 here. A newsstand edition of this issue sold in a CGC 9.8 for $475 US. Cover price daily shaker. Now, I like this simply because you've got Vampironica, right? Veronica,
yep.
Vampirella. You got, dude, Buffy, like Betty the Vampire Slayer. Look at this combination thing they've got going over, crossovers, etc. When it comes to the 9/8s, there's 36 CGC 9/8s on the census, but there's no details on how many of those 36 are actually newsstands. So I cannot tell you that information because it's not on CGC's website.
Now, you know what I think is rather interesting is like a lot of these books pick up steam this time of year. And I keep saying that, and people are a little bit dismissive, and they're like, oh no, it's because there's an option. And I'm like, it can't be both. It can't be both.
Yeah.
You know, every Halloween, every spooky season, I see these books take on a little life of their own. You know?
Yeah. And it's fun to see though, because sometimes it's such, amazing Halloween books or Halloween themed books that I've never even heard of before. I've never seen before. And I like seeing this on the list because Betty and Veronica 261 in a newsstand for a CGC 9/8 sold for $475. Not bad. All right. I know I've shown you guys this cover before a few times, but the only reason why I'm putting this up here is because it's the highest sale recorded to date. It's Tomb Raider issue 45. We go back to 2004 with this one. It's a Adam Hughes cover. There's 108 CGC 9/8s on the census, just to give you an idea. And a 9/8 just recently sold for $175. If I was a carpenter, that would be my dream ass because that is as flat as it gets, dude.
I mean, it is flat,
Right?
but also it's Adam Hughes.
Exactly. It is. I
got another Cliff is right from Kilted Corgi. Oh my God! I really do know things. Oh.
He does. But yeah, dude, Adam Hughes cover. It's a beautiful cover, but is it the most beautiful cover?
No.
It's up there for all. I'm talking for the Tomb Raider.
From Tomb Raider, it is definitely one of her better ones. Definitely one of her better ones.
Yeah, I really, really, really like this Adam Hughes cover, and he crushed it. Even though, like I said, it's not as peachy as I'd like it to be, but it's enough peach for me.
I've learned one thing from y'all out here, and if I ever get a comic book printed, I have to have a variant with the TNA. I need TNA variant just for y'all, just for them sales.
Yeah, Baker bringing the facts here. No, I would not. I would not. Absolutely. But anyways, Tomb Raider 45. The Adam Hughes cover. CGC 98, $175. Cover price daily shaker. Highest sale recorded to date. Back to New York Comic Con, guys. I don't know if you saw this one. This is Batman issue 1. It's a EOM cover. And this was by Comic Exposure. Run your mint of this sold on the aftermarket for $100 US. Cover price daily shaker. EOM. The reason why I'm highlighting this is because I've since EOM just started dropping covers for DC, and this was like not too long ago, right? Just literally a few months ago. EOM's been on fire, man. Like I'm turning into an EOM fan.
And that's great for you.
What's your thoughts?
I'm not there yet. I have not. My interest has not been piqued. So we'll see.
Yeah,
time will tell.
Yeah, no, I dig EOM. Yes, TKO, I couldn't agree more, and it is facts, guys. The later issues of the Tomb Raiders are difficult to find, and whenever I find them, I scoop them up, even if it's $10, like Canadian. I'm picking it up. This looks like an action figure variant. If you squint hard enough, I guess I could see that.
Okay, all right. I just went to his website, and he is talented.
Very.
So I am okay. That's good. This cover is not
doing him justice, right?
Is not doing him justice.
No,
and on the bright side, to say that if this is one of his weakest covers, bravo.
Yeah, exactly. Cliff with a very valid question. How many more abs is it going to take for Batman to capture your attention, Cliff? But yeah, love it. Moving on though from this one, because Batman #1, Ron Year mint, $100. We're going to go back here. This is actually a very interesting book. If you guys haven't had a chance to check this out, I really encourage you, just give it a look, man. Just give it a look. Hawkeye issue 11. We go back to 2013. This one being a second printing. It was actually a 2014 Eisner winner. And this one is a issue that follows Lucky the Pizza Dog in a point of view story. Now, Lucky the Pizza Dog was like a hit back in 2013. Lots of people enjoyed this, and
it's still a banger. All right,
it is.
This whole series, the Matt Fraction Hawkeye series, is a banger. All of y'all who have not experienced this is what y'all need to go out and buy this. Y'all need to go out and buy this. All right.
Yes.
I don't know why Lucky got an uptick this week, but y'all need this whole series. Y'all need to go out there and chase this series down.
Yeah, absolutely. The series was great, but this particular issue was definitely something, man. It was a hell of an experience. You get to, see the story from the dog's eyes, and the detail that they put into this was just so, like, I appreciated it. And even to this day, it stands the test of time. I think you guys should go back to this if you haven't read it. And I'm curious to know what people would think of this. CGC 9.8 just sold for $187 US. First Baker Shaker this week. And what a great book to kick off the Baker Shakers, because this is just, again, something I genuinely appreciated, as a reader. Just this entire run, as you said, Cliff, man, you're bang on, was just solid front to back.
It is, and I love how so much of it translated into a season of Hawkeye.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Which
true.
Also leads me to Disney. Stop being stupid. Pay your people and do things.
Yeah,
pay your people and do things.
But didn't they just say that there's going to be the season 2, right?
Not officially.
Okay. Yeah. Chia's saying he loves the show, loves the book, love these covers. I love them too. I hated the fact that they just changed the colors of the bar at the bottom at this point in time. Like I said, 2012, 13, 14. I hated that, but Yeah, it's very easy to spot in the wild. That's for sure. Again, I encourage you guys to check this out. Give it a read, man, because it's really awesome. Um, Marco's saying there's a horror movie coming out from the dog's point of view. This may
It
have
already is
inspired.
out. Yeah. And it's so funny because the horror poster in the theater is like the dog lives. Like that's it. Like the dog will live in the end.
That so you're getting that fact just before
Yeah.
stepping in, and it's funny that they did that. That's actually good because
Yeah.
most people like won't watch a movie that involve animals if it's going to be a sad ending.
Yeah. The movie is called Good Boy. I don't know if it's released where you are, but it has released here. People are loving it. And you know,
Oh, I saw this trailer.
yeah.
No, I can't watch this.
No, I mean you probably can't, but the dog is okay at the end. Dog is okay.
Okay, as long as the dog's fine. But yeah, man, I definitely it seems interesting, man. Yeah, I saw the trailer. But anyways, I love seeing this on the list. Hawkeye 11 from 2013, second printing, CGC 98, $187. Up next, we were just talking about Flops. I gotta give a full shout out to Flops, man. One of the nicest guys. I talked to him over on Instagram, and he, of course, tries to respond every chance he can. And he's just super nice to talk to. Hello Halloween #1. This one being a Boom Direct Reserve exclusive. The cover, of course, is done by Flops. It's a glow-in-the-dark, limited to 300 copies, and a raw copy has already sold on the aftermarket for $95. This came out this week, man, and it instantly sold out. In fact, it crashed the Boom site once it dropped, and I'm no surprise. We were just talking about the Something Is Killing the Children book, and you were talking about how much you enjoyed that. Flops, man, is somebody who totally has my attention because the artwork that he is pumping out, guys, go check out his Instagram page. His Instagram page alone is worth the free price of admission. I'm checking out all of the stuff he's worked on. I told him, I said, I was talking within our group of Covrprice, and one thing that I specifically said is, man, if I was still in a band, I would want Flops to be doing all of my stuff, like band posters, T-shirts, all of that stuff. Let's go, because I love it.
I love his Captain America throwbacks, Daredevil and Spider-Man just chilling on the roof. Like he's just got so much stuff, and it's just so good. And he's even got Power Rangers, because how could we not bring that up every 5 minutes? And he's got a Doctor Who cover that I love. I mean, he's got so many great things happening. So many great things.
Yeah, I think we need to get familiar with the name because I could see Flops doing a lot of damage, man, in the comic world, doing some great stuff. And I don't want to see Flops fade away. So I'm really happy to see the love that Flops is getting. Well deserved, because the artwork is stunning. If you're a band, I'd be hitting up Flops for an album cover. Let's do it. But yeah, happy to see this. Hello Halloween #1. This one being the Flops cover, which was on the Boom Direct Reserve exclusive. It was limited to 300, and a raw copy sold already for $95. This dropped this week, guys. It's crazy to see. Gabe, I agree with you, man. I would love to see him be doing interiors. That is for sure, man. I think interiors, he would absolutely crush it. Absolutely. But anyways, I think right now I saw his Instagram, and we were chuckling over the fact that he just wants to marry Rosario Dawson. Apparently, that's what he's focused on now. So let's get him to that.
I mean, everyone's got to have a dream, I guess.
Absolutely. But moving on from this, we go back to 1983 with Amazing Spider-Man issue 239. This is a Mark Jewelers copy, guys, and a Romita Jr. cover. First Spidey versus Hobgoblin battle, and a CGC 98 of this in a Mark Jeweler sold for $1,800. Baker Shake of this week. It is crazy to see because, man, this goes for just a couple $100 when it comes to the direct in a 9.8. And what I find interesting as well is John Romita Jr. I hate to say it, guys, but this era of John Romita Jr. is just phenomenal.
Of course it is. He had the best help.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. Did I say something? Oh no.
But personally, I'm not big on what he's pumping out now. I think it's a night and day when you compare from then to now.
Yeah, I want to remind everybody that the breakdowns are by John Romita Jr. and the finishes are by Frank Giacoia. The cover is John Romita Jr. with the finishes by Al Milgram. I don't want to be. I don't actually want to be this person, but I am this person because early Romita Jr., early Frank Miller are great because of the people who worked on them, and I will stand on that hill.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna actually double down and say I totally agree. But Amazing Spider-Man 239, like I said, man, it goes for a couple $100 in a direct, but the Mark Jewelers definitely commanding some coin. It's almost nearing $2,000 here with this sale for a CGC 98 at $1,800. Mark Jewelers, God, man, it's crazy to see what these go for on the aftermarket.
Listen, this book has got a newsstand. It's got a direct. It's got a Mark Jewelers. It's got a Canadian price variant. All right, for y'all who just love to just get all salivating over Spider-Man and his goblins, like y'all should be gobbling this up.
Yeah, absolutely. TKO, man. So asking the question if there's any Kiss books on the Shakers this week. Unfortunately, well, this is obviously not the Shaker show. This is just the market report that I'm running through. Maybe on the Shakers, because I did see some Kiss books move at quite a good price, but I don't know if it's the all-time high sales, etc. So we'll see if those end up on the Shakers. But yes, rest in peace, Ace Frehley, because I went on a rant about how I feel about Ace Frehley last week. And it sucks that we lost such a legend, man, such an important part of Kiss, and really brought the Kiss sound, man. I think he didn't get enough credit, to be honest with you, because everyone thinks of Paul Stanley.
As so often that happens, right?
Yeah, Paul Stanley, of course, Gene Simmons, but for me, Ace Frehley is just absolutely legendary. So enough, with the Kiss stuff from me, because I could go on forever, but who knows, it might end up on the Shakers, so we'll see. But all right, up next I want to show you guys a book, because I said we're going to look at some books that do have high sales throughout time, and then we look at them from years later. Here's one that we've shown on this show already in the past, Uncanny X-Force issue 20. We go back to 2012 with this is a 1 in 50 ratio by Paul Renaud. 46 9.8 on the census of this one at its peak, and we're looking back at 2018. This sold for $1,550. That ain't COVID numbers, guys. That is pre pandemic. You're at $1,550, and a CGC 98 just this week sold for $650. It came down way more than just half price compared to its height, and $1,500, man. Now looking at this at $650. It's a pretty significant drop, man. It went way below 50, way over 50% off. You know what I mean?
I can't disagree. It's so funny because this book, like, it comes and goes,
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, it's super hot 1 minute, it'll fade away for a year, and then like, boom, it's back. It's like, remember me?
That's literally what it does. And you're not wrong about that, especially when it comes to the Venomized covers from back at this point. Like, these were all the fire, you know what I mean? All the heat. People.
But there's something very particular about this one, And I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it's Venomized Phantom X and Venomized Deadpool and Psylocke just letting the Venomness take over, Maybe it's the fact that it's a solid 1 in 50 variant, and we just don't see that very often anymore. So it is a great cover, but it is another one that's like, surprise, I'm back on the list.
Yeah, you are right. Unfortunately, we don't see it enough in today's space within the hobby when it comes to ratios, etc. Especially coming out of Marvel. But again, it is a cool cover. It's really neat. it's just crazy to see the drop, like 1,500 down to 650. And that's just in a span of what, like we're close to 8 years, 7 years. So yeah. Uncanny X-Force is a must-read for Steve, man. I think that would be great. Steve, I know he's still here paying attention, guys. Like he's chilling, as you can see. But anyways,
There,
moving
man.
on from Uncanny X-Force. Sorry?
I say he's lurking in the background. He's lurking.
He's still there. He's still there. But Uncanny X-Force 20, CGC 98 for this one in 50, 650. Not bad, not bad. Yo, who didn't have Flintstones in their life at one point in time? Del Giant, issue 48. We go back to 1961 with this one. First appearance of the Flintstones in comics. CGC 4.5 selling at 450. Baker Shaker this week. This totally up my alley. I would drop 450 on that.
And I'm not dropping 450 on this myself, but I respect what it is.
Yeah, that's fine. It's totally fine. Dude, I love these things because it takes me back to my childhood too. You know what I mean? Like, man, I grew up watching the Flintstones, especially if you stayed home from school. You were watching this at some point, but then it was followed up by like Price is Right and then Maury and then all of that stuff.
Oh no, well, it's funny, right? Because like the morning for me was like I Love Lucy. Then we got into The Price is Right and stuff and Super Password. Then the Flintstones. Then Super Friends. Then am I doing He-Man? Am I doing G.I. Joe? Am I doing Thundercats? Am I doing Transformers? Then all that. Yeah. Then that afternoon started to take over.
Yeah. Yeah, I love how everyone's calling out the square wheel, man. Shit was pre-wheel, bro. Yeah, absolutely. Could you imagine riding in that? Jesus, it's not fun, dude. You leave that with a bad back.
Very bumpy.
Yeah. What about Max, the mouse that went through history? It was the 4 p.m. when kids got home. No, Flintstones wasn't there at 4 p.m. for me. I don't think so.
Yeah, for me, 4 p.m. was Adam West Batman.
Bro, I'll never forget, man. It was always the same thing. Like between 12 and 1, my mom took over watching either like Days of Our Lives or Young and the Restless or Passions and stuff like that.
Brave and the Bold.
It's terrible. Those
not Brave and the Bold. What was I saying? Bold and the Beautiful.
Yeah, Bold and the Beautiful. Hey, it's okay to think Brave and the Bold.
Days of Our Lives.
This is the right show to say Brave and the Bold. Don't worry about that.
No, I know, but I obviously didn't mean that. I was like, I wish Brave and the Bold was a real TV drama.
Yeah. But there you go. Henchman is saying noon was Flintstones. Man, we had it good, man. You had on a sick day, you throw in some Lipton soup or whatever, man, and you were just rocking out with the TV. Some great stuff. I miss Maury, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Maury was the bomb. But
you
anyway,
are not the father.
Yeah, it was epicness. Del Giant 48, guys. First appearance of the Flintstones in comics. CGC 4.5, $450. Moving on from that, though. Look at this. Some Todd McFarlane awesomeness, man. Amazing Heroes, issue 179. We go back to 1990. Of course, this being a McFarlane cover. There's 13 9.8s on the census, and only 2 of them are signed. The CGC 98 signature series, signed by Todd McFarlane, sold for $1,250. Baker Shaker this week. I actually saw even, what was it? Yeah, Brian McClay, dude, House of Stein, man. I think this made the almost 10, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but yeah, dude, I saw it there as well. I love this cover, man. I love Todd McFarlane, especially embracing some Canadian stuff here with the Gretzky jersey on that character with his back towards us. Love that by McFarlane, and it's just, this is a wicked cover.
Listen, I love the McFarlane, goodness, all of his phenomenal past works, all the really interesting early days, Oh,
put that up. Oh yeah, I love that. That's wicked. Yo, the Marvel Tales stuff is so underappreciated.
Yeah. It really is. It really is. And of course, I mean, his covers are Marvel Tales.
Yeah.
That's what's really beautiful.
Yeah, I like. But what do you think of this one?
No, I think this is great. It's really cute. You know, it's funny because like I've forgotten what some of his artwork was like in the beginning. And I'm like, oh my God, no wonder people didn't like this. You know, like there's a few things happening. Number one, it had to grow on you. Number two, he got better, you know? And like I've seen some of his earliest stuff and I'm like, what are Peter's fingers doing? No one's fingers should be doing this. What are we doing here?
Yeah, I love it, man. Honestly, I get what you're saying. Like, clearly, it develops throughout time. But man, I look back at this, and for me, I actually appreciate it more for some reason. Like, I look back at it, and I'm like, man,
it's a mix of nostalgia, comic book history. You know how you've grown with him.
Yeah,
right?
I guess
all those things come together. You know, I feel the same way. Rob Liefeld doesn't have that effect on me, but I feel the same way.
Yeah, Rob Liefeld doesn't have that effect. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you being here. But yeah, man, I look back at this, and it is something else that was said here in the chat that definitely is something I was thinking as well. Interesting way to draw the kids, not usual Todd McFarlane style. It kind of feels like Mad Magazine. You know what I mean? Like he was embracing some of that. But it's just awesome, man. And again, it is such a hard cover to come across, especially in a high grade. So I could understand, especially this being signed by Todd McFarlane himself, with only 13 9/8 on the census and 2 of those being signed. Amazing Heroes 179 in a CGC 9/8 signed by McFarlane, sold for $1,250. Up next, speaking Spider-Man, guys, Web of Spider-Man 100. We go back to 1993 with this one. There was an error print when it came to this. I'm not sure. I feel like I brought this up on our show a while back.
And I feel like I was here for it too.
It wouldn't surprise me, but obviously we got the spider armor within this issue. Yeah, look at that. You already have the green foil right in your hands. That's what it's supposed to look like. But the error copy, it did not look like that. No, it looked like this, as you could see. There's 27 on the census in error and one and only one CGC 9.8 and 8.0 sold for $1,053. So imagine what that 9.8 would go for, man.
Something outrageous, I'm sure. Outrageous. You know. But hey, mine's a newsstand, so good on me.
I know. I was just gonna say that, man. When you were holding it up, I noticed the newsie right there. So that's awesome, dude. Good for you.
I get it right once in a while.
Absolutely. Guys. He's reading. Look at that guy. I love him. He's the best. All right. Web of Spider-Man 100. Like I said, the error print spider armor right here, of course, within the book. 27 on the census, 1 CGC 9.8, 8.0 in a CGC just sold for $1,053. I want to see that 9.8 sell eventually. I have to see it, man. I have to see it.
Listen, one day, right? It's gonna happen.
5 digits. It's got to be 5 digits.
I'm pretty sure because people are a little crazy.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely. But anyways, moving on from this. Up next, we got Action Comics 252. We go back to 1959. Origin and first appearance of Supergirl. Kara Zor-El, CGC 6.0, $4,500. Who better to have on my show to talk about this with than Cliff?
You do not understand. I got this weird bonus, right? I'm not going to get into it, but I got this weird bonus, and I had the money to get a 5.5.
No.
Someone snatched it from me.
No.
Snatched it from me like candy being ripped away from a baby.
No.
So I had to lick my wounds and go and get my Legion slabs to make me feel better. But it was brutal.
Gonna show or?
Oh, what, my Legion slabs?
I don't know. I saw you looking for something.
Well, because I'm surrounded by things. I'm surrounded. And I'm surrounded by so many beautiful things that I have to, use to buy my feelings.
All right. Don't worry.
But hey, this is part 2. This is part 2 of the original Justice League, JSA, and Legion crossover
Awesome. That is
where they
great.
battled Mordru together, you know, and like I need part 1. Well, like I got a 9.2 of this. I'm feeling pretty good. And this was a steal. You know, I got Supergirl joins the Legion for $270 and it came from China and it was real.
Wow.
That was scary. That was very scary.
No kidding. That is a very scary buy for sure.
Yeah.
But spending $4,500 is also scary. That is something that I have
know,
to put out
but
there.
like it's a 6.0. Her movie's coming. I could have had the 5.5 for $2,400, and
It just got right by you.
I was one day too late, you know. And I remember chafing because Superman the movie had just come out. It was a Tuesday. Thursday night, the internet was on fire about Supergirl, and I was like, no. And that little I mean, wasn't a little bonus. I mean, but that bonus came through. You know, but fate has a funny way of slapping you across the face too. And that bonus came through. I was like, oh, I can do it. No.
Face plant. Just a face plant.
Face plant.
But it's okay. Like you said, you know, things have a funny way of working out, and hopefully things worked out for the better. I'm sure you will have your day with this book at some point. And I got to agree with Corgi right here saying that this movie is going to pop. I think it's going to be a monstrous movie. Once it drops, I think everybody's going to be headed to the theater.
It can only be one of 3 things: monstrous, mediocre, or garbage. That's it. That's all it can be. Those are our only options. You know, there's nothing. So I'm just going to, I don't even know. I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to be chill and I'm going to hope for the best.
Likewise, I wanted to do well. I wanted to succeed. I thought that Superman was good. But I think, as you can see already with the, just the way that she made a brief appearance within the film and the aura that she had, I think we're in for a good ride, man. Especially when we're gonna have Lobo in the mix as well with Jason Momoa. I think this is gonna be some fun times.
Yeah, and I don't even know the screenwriter Anna something for Supergirl. So let's see. She worked in the Michael J. Fox show, which I actually enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
She worked on something called Hightown, which I know nothing about.
Okay.
She worked on the Vampire Diaries. Okay.
There you go.
She's done some. Okay. All right. All right. We're doing good. She did something. She's got some stuff in she's got some stuff in the tank. All right. Let's see if she pulls it off for Supergirl.
So Cliff is interested. There you go. That's all that matters. But hopefully Cliff ends up with this book at some point in his life, because Action Comics 252, the origin and first appearance of Supergirl in a CGC 6.0, sold for $4,500. Oh, man, I got to talk about this book. Profane, issue number 4. This goes back to last year, 2024. It is a 1-in-20 ratio cover by Suspiria. Raw copies selling at $410, man. It made House of Stein's almost 10 list on Friday. And this is one cover, man. I wish I was on when it came out, man, because not many shops ordered 20 copies of Profane issue number 4. Suspiria has exploded, and she's such a wonderful artist.
Absolutely.
I don't know her personally at all, but like,
but I love her name. I love her name because I love the original movie. And if that original movie inspired her, God bless us all, because it is wonderful. You know, like she did a Virgin variant for a book I've never heard of, never cared of, the Grimm. She did a variant for Grimm that was phenomenal. And I was like, I don't even like this book, but this cover is amazing.
Yep. Well, you know what? The Grimm title had a lot of great covers, but I know exactly which one you're talking about. But when it comes to Profane issue number 4, 1-in-20 ratio, like I said, there were not many people ordering this, and Suspiria has been on absolute fire. Like I said, I don't know her personally. I follow her on Instagram, and I love seeing her posts. She looks like somebody that I could shoot the shit with, you know what I mean? And she looks like an awesome person. That's it. Now, the artwork alone is just absolutely amazing. Any Suspiria cover that comes out, man, it always tends to, grabbed my attention, and this one right here is just a stunning cover. The choice.
She's a stunning artist, and I would never leave you alone in the same room with her. I love what she's doing. She did a Lady Death piece that was phenomenal. You know, I mean, you know, she's part of she's Spanish, so I'm down. You know me. The Hispanics and the Latinos, I'm there, baby. I'm there because I'm both. I'm both.
You're gonna drop some Spanish on us?
Claro que sí. Estoy bien encantado a conocerte, Suspiria.
I love it. I love it. But yes, man, Profane number 4, the 1-in-20 ratio by Suspiria. Raw copy, $410, guys. That's some of the market stuff that I was looking at over the week. Now, of course, we're going to get into the hot topics where it might get a little spicy, but actually, you know what? I don't think there was anything too crazy, but who knows? Especially when we got Cliff on, this could go either way. So with that being said, Cliff, for the last time tonight, sir, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I love it. Let's go. All right. Forget the guitar stuff. I just want to get into it. Hot topics, guys. Did you want the guitar? I'll do it.
No, it's okay.
Okay, good. But all right, so the hot topics, guys. There's a few things I want to go through now. Of course, you know, there's DC, Warner Brothers stuff. I want to talk about the Warner Brothers stuff, but Mark Spears, blind bags. There's a lot of things to dive into. So let's kick it off with what I just brought up when it comes to Warner Brothers, because apparently they announced they are officially considering acquisition offers. So that being said, especially with DC Studios and everything happening DC wise, this could be huge, all depending on who's going to acquire this. I feel like right now with DC just had a great year. With, of course, Superman. It beat every Marvel movie in cinema, which was anticipated. I mean, it's
and
Superman. Sinners, yes.
Okay, and there's another movie that I'm not thinking about that they had another great year with.
Sorry?
There's another movie I can't think of that is just not coming to me. That's 2025 from them. They had Sinners. Didn't they have the Minecraft movie? Was that also them?
Minecraft kicked some serious ass, though.
Yeah, that was also them. So yeah, Minecraft, Superman, Sinners, and Final Destination Bloodlines were all movies from Warner Brothers that all did well.
Yeah. For sure. But as a nerd of comics with DC Studios, that's my fear. I don't want.
And Weapons was also from Warner Brothers. Holy crap!
Was it?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
big year.
It was a big year, and I enjoyed Weapons. Eat the rich bastards. And anyhow, of course, this is happening just to mess with my life. You know, you would think by now Warner Brothers is so big. Who needs to buy them? Discovery bought them, and that wasn't enough. I hate corporations. I hate mega corporations. I hate how our economic system works, and the fact that someone could buy this and shatter anything and everything going forward with DC,
yeah,
pisses me off.
It
you
does.
know,
but that's what I was saying, man. Is like with DC, that's my only fear. Is all depending on who's gonna acquire this. Let's hope it's not Disney. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to see a crossover between Marvel and DC, but man, I just don't want this to be ruined. You know what I mean? Like
if Disney buys them, that will be the greatest comic book reboot of all time.
Literally, right?
Know? It'll be like Secret Crisis of Infinite Multiverses, a 12-part maxi saga. You know, brought to you by Marvel Detective.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna keep an eye on this. Like you said, Warner Brothers had a huge year. I didn't even think of that there were that many other movies within the last year that had come out from Warner Brothers. That
they also released the Accountant 2. They released Companion. They released Mickey 17, which people kind of like that.
Yeah.
Batman Ninja versus the Yakuza Justice League came out this year. They released a lot of things. Lots of things.
Yep. Lots of stuff, but let's see where all this is going to go, because if Warner Brothers is going to be officially considering acquisition offers, I'm curious to see who's going to step up to bat here and probably make a jump at this. So yeah, very interesting stuff. Now moving on from that, though, I don't know if you guys saw this, but the the grading companies continue to expand. PSA just broke way into Canada, and now apparently CGC is going to be in Munich. That's right, in Germany,
You
guys.
sons of bitches over there at CGC. Who the fuck told you to open in Munich? Where is your Canadian office? You motherfucker. I defend you, you fuckers. I defend you constantly. Open your goddamn fucking Canadian office, you stupid fucks. Germany. What? What is this? What is this shit? You're like, oh, we really feel aligned with Nazis. Let's get over there in Germany. What are you fucking doing? I don't know what you're doing. What is this? Is Elon pulling your goddamn strings? What the fuck? Anyhow, I'm sorry. I'm just really passionate.
Hey, you know what, man? I'm Canadian, and you pretty much took some of the words out of my mouth. Look, you know what? It's interesting to see, though. Let's look at both sides of the coin. Having a spot in Europe is great. I think for them on that front,
Sure.
It's
They
awesome.
already have, but they're already in the UK. They already have an office in the UK.
Yes, they do.
Why
They do.
did you choose this? Is Spain not good enough? Okay, no hay remedio? No hay remedio en España? No? No, Alemania. Alemania is going to be your answer.
That's the answer. Yes, but yeah. Look, one of the points I wanted to bring up is that, like, we just recently saw PSA, like I said, now make way into Canada. Now, I know that we were looking into the website just recently for PSA in Canada, and they're not entirely open for comics yet. But it seems like cards and everything else, you can start doing that. But exactly, Marco's saying exactly what you were just saying, that he's shocked that they haven't opened in Canada. And guessing that the European market is huge, and it seems that might be the thing. I would have thought maybe Canada, not because I'm in Canada, but you would figure, you know what I mean? North America, it would make sense. You're in the United States, so who knows, man? Let's see what the next moves are gonna be from some of these companies. But CGC in Canada doesn't seem to be there right now. So
Look at you.
if CGC opens in Canada, Cliff gets another tattoo. Dude,
No.
you're gonna get a
No.
CGC 9.9 cream
No,
to off cream pages.
No, that will not happen. I promised only one tattoo, and that is it. I'm not looking forward to it, and I'm certainly not looking forward to another.
I will convince you. I will get you drunk.
No, I'm not that person. I know who I am, and this is already a big sacrifice that I'm making, to myself, as to who I am as a person. But I'm doing it because cancer is the real enemy, and that's it.
Absolutely. But Terrificon 2024 Cliff says otherwise. So that's all I'm going to say. But I'm kidding, guys.
Who is going to dick me down to get another tattoo? Because I would love, introduce me.
I will. But no, you were actually very well behaved. You even looked at me and said, "This is my time to go to bed." Like, I'm going to bed. When stuff got a little too wild, Cliff made the responsible, level-headed decision, which I would have never expected. I thought it was going to go the whole night. But yeah, CGC apparently opening in Munich. So yeah, good.
I can't be the only one pissed off. I can't.
Well, of course, dude. I am too, man. But it's like, what do you want to do about it? At this point, it's for me. I don't know.
What are your justifications? I don't understand. What's the comic book community like in freaking Munich?
I don't know. But that was a decision that was made. But anyways, moving on from this, I don't want to see your blood boiling right now.
You know what? I will say this. I did stumble across a French channel a couple of times and a German channel a couple of times on YouTube. But again, like most foreigners, they're focused on picking up mangas and trades, right? So I'm really confused as to why. I'm still confused as to why this, but we'll see.
No idea exactly. We'll see. But I want to talk some more DC stuff. Because James Gunn says Darkseid won't be the big bad of the DCU, praising Zack Snyder's take and nothing parallels to Thanos. So using Darkseid as the big bad now is not necessarily the thing because Zack did it so cool in his way. And because of Thanos and Marvel, obviously with the parallel there, they kind of wanted to avoid it. James Gunn wants to avoid it, which I think is the right decision. Now we saw the Superman 2 script where we saw that head, brain, etc., and it's well believed that it's going to be Brainiac instead, right?
Yeah, and that's fine. You know, we don't need Darkseid right away.
No,
yeah, and we're getting a Mr. Miracle series, are we not?
I believe so.
Yeah, so we're gonna get plenty of fourth world new god shit. Like we're gonna be made aware of their existence. And then one day, when the time is right, Darkseid will have a plan. You know? Yeah. Because let me be honest with you, the fact that we've already been introduced to Cersei in Creature Commandos, I want to see that bitch. Let's her and Wonder Woman go at it. I want to see that shit.
Yep. I do too, man. Well said. But when it comes to Darkseid, if anybody had any hopes, it seems that James Gunn's pretty much put the final nail in that coffin for now. And I'm totally fine with that. I do want to see Brainiac. I think that would be a much more cooler approach right now with where everything's at within the DC universe. And I think Darkseid could be something that comes later on throughout time. So let's do that. I'm cool with that. So thank you for that, James Gunn, for clearing it up. But we shall see how everything unfolds. Big news this week. I am so happy about this, guys. ENERGON Universe, an adult animated series based on the comic from Hasbro and Skybound, with Joe Henderson as showrunner, hitting TV marketplace. This is huge news, guys, and it was kind of inevitable, man. Once we saw the changeover, we had Kirkman bringing in the Void Rivals stuff, the Void Rivals universe, the ENERGON universe out the gates, and then we got Transformers, G.I. Joe, everything started happening. All the people coming in, Cobra Commander, oh my God. On the comic side, this is such good shit. Now, we're going to have this as an animated series. Hello. I just said Robert Kirkman. Did we forget Invincible and how that was handled? Yeah. I have nothing but faith here with what is going to be brought to the table. We grew up, guys, off of those Transformers shows, movies from the 80s, etc. Oh my God, yes, those will always stand the test of time for us. We grew up with that. But now, in today, 2025, 2026, these years, what we're getting comic-wise and everything, I think when it's going to come to this, the adult animated series, I think we're about to have something that is going to be legendary, especially if Kirkman's tied to that. Invincible was so well handled. I'm all for this. I don't want to see a live action.
One problem here.
Talk to me.
They're still shopping it. That's my problem. No one struck a deal and said, "Oh, this is amazing. We're doing it." You know, they're still shopping it. That's the part that I have a problem with.
Yes,
shopping it.
But again, look, it's happened so many times with other series as well, where it's going to be shopped. I think this is going to be taken in so relatively fast that they're moving forward with an animated is probably the right way to go about this, especially with how the ENERGON.
If I were Amazon, I would have been all over this, you know. But I guess
especially with the success.
I guess they spent so much money on Rings of Power, they're a little bit skittish at this point, you know.
No, but for sure. But again, let's look at how Invincible was handled. Amazon, like you said, if I was Amazon, and don't be surprised if this ends up on Amazon.
And by the way, Critical Role on Amazon. Hello, did you see how that translated into their animated D&D adventure? Phenomenal. Watch that shit. Like, get on.
I didn't.
Oh my God. Well, you need to. Move it to the top of the list.
Yeah, I think I will now that you're putting it that way. But again, like I was saying, man, with the success of Invincible and like obviously Robert Kirkman being tied to that, Kirkman tied to this, it seems inevitable. Like I really think Amazon should be making a jump at this, and I would love to see it handled in such a way where with animated, they can get away with so much, man. The movie stuff, live action, etc. We got the live action already, Shia LaBeouf and all that stuff, Mark Wahlberg. Cool. It worked. It was good, but I think on the animated side,
Y'all,
especially with
y'all are so generous with cool and good, and it worked.
hey, you know what? I go back to watch the first 3 films, and for me, it's a guilty pleasure. I'll be honest.
Of course, it's a guilty pleasure. There's no plot. There's explosion. The first movie has some plot. Then we get wildly off the chain explosions, crazier off the chain, and Mr. Spock, and then super offensively off the chain. And then we get, I can't even. Then I'm just disgusted. Then we get Bumblebee. I'm like, oh my God, this is so beautiful and so refreshing. And what an amazing intro, you know? But you got to watch the Legend of Vox Machina, as I put in the chat. Anyhow, I don't know. I like the Mark Wahlberg era was the most
brutal.
The most brutal to all of that. And
absolutely,
evil Optimus is something I never wanted to see or have on the bingo card.
So I'll agree with majority of the things you just said, including what she is saying in the chat. That Bumblebee is the best of the movies. That goes without saying. But all of that stuff, I'm not talking the Mark Wahlberg stuff. Like I didn't care for it at all. For me, it's the first 3 movies, man. The Shia LaBeouf stuff, I don't mind going back to watching that. It's a guilty pleasure, like I said, and I do agree that Shia LaBeouf did carry a good portion of that. Megan Fox, oh my, it was such eye candy for myself at that age as well when those came out. But even to this day, it is what it is. Now, when you fast forward, then he ends up with a blonde girlfriend in the 3rd movie or whatever. Like,
yep.
Sure, whatever. She was
and I liked her, but that's so disrespectful to just be like, yeah, you're replaceable. We hired another pretty bitch to do action. Done. You know? Like that kind of annoys me. But she was good.
Yeah, no, she was awesome. But again, guilty pleasures for me. But when it comes to this now, dude, I am so pumped. I don't think you understand. Simply because when I was saying the Invincible stuff, I have nothing but faith. I think, especially if you're reading what's happening now, like let's take Transformers. If you guys read issue 25, man, like, dude, the beatings are legit beatings, man. You know what I mean? Like, Megatron ain't playing around. Like things are getting intense here, man. I just want to see this happen, and I'm gonna start a campaign. I don't care if it goes nowhere, but at least I need to put it out there in this world, in this universe. If we're getting Void Rivals, if we're getting the Energon universe in a animated, I'm going to ask one small thing. When it comes to Shredhead, let's get Daniel Warren Johnson to voice him. The character that he brought forth into this universe, the Energon universe, gave us a Transformer here. Dude, I just think it would be awesome if he voiced it. I think it would be such fan service. You know what I mean? Like, it would just be awesome.
I mean, sure. I'm trying to be optimistic, man. Like, I wanted to have a proper landing. That's all I want. And I think Amazon might be a good home for this. We'll find out.
Yeah, we shall see. We shall see. But I'm definitely keeping an eye out for this. And I can assure you, once everything is finalized, I'm going to be celebrating like crazy. But all right.
We all, and I'm not even that big of a fan. And you know, my ass will be there watching it.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. But all right, moving on from the Energon universe stuff. Something is Killing the Children had news as well this week, guys. That's right. Blumhouse to adapt hit horror comic Something is Killing the Children. The studio behind Five Nights at Freddy's plans for a live-action film and animated series. Now, Something is Killing the Children has been in talks, kind of like we were saying, Cliff, at the kickoff of the show, how it was supposed to be part of Netflix, but apparently that didn't fall through, and now we have Blumhouse who's picking this up. It is very I'm not surprised to see this, and I don't know if you guys saw as well, they have a live action and an animated, and on, I think it was man, I don't know if it was Tinyan's account. I saw it on Facebook, man. They did like a small 4-second animation. I don't know if that's the style they're going to go with. If it is, it's kind of going to take some getting used to, because it was just different. Like, I don't know, it seemed okay type thing. But I mean, we've all waited for this for what? Several years now. I feel like this has been in talks for quite some time, and now it looks like Blumhouse is going to be moving forward with this, balls to the wall.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah, I do too, man. Blumhouse is perfect for something that's killing the children. If we're gonna go animated and we're gonna go live action, like on the animated side, cool. Like I think it's gonna be great. Live action, I keep thinking of one actress to play Erica Slaughter, man, and it's always Anya Taylor-Joy. I just want to see her as her. I don't know why. I feel like she fits the bill.
I feel like she's definitely one of them. She's definitely one of them.
It's the eyes thing, dude.
I think it's the eye. Yeah, you're probably right about the eyes. Whenever I think about this, I just think of my own personal passion project featuring Eric Slaughter. So,
yes. I know what you're talking about. But here, let me see if I could find some kind of a picture. I'm sure you guys know what Anya Taylor-Joy looks like. I don't think I need to show you that.
Well, you know what? I feel like they need it. I feel like this audience needs it.
You need it here. Let me see. I'll do a very quick Google
search.
search.
Derek says the actress who plays Hardcore could do it, and I'm not going to disagree because I like her.
Hardcore in which?
In Peacemaker, dude. James Gunn's wife.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, she could do that all day. She's fit and everything.
I don't know, man. Like when I look at her face, dude, it's
the eyes. When I look at her face, I go, "Wow, that's a lot of cheekbone."
Yes, but I don't know, man. The eyes, it's very Erica Slaughter. Yeah, she played Magic.
Homegirl playing, she should really play Magic. That one I'm down with. Homegirl playing, who plays Hardcore. Look how fit she is in that series. Like I could see her being Erica Slaughter. Erica Slaughter is that woman, Yeah. Like strong, fit. Totally getting her butt whipped and dishing out a beating over and over and over. Yes. Yeah. Anya Taylor-Joy looks too pretty for that.
Nah, dude, they could rough her up. Come on, man.
I know, but then will that market well?
Of course it will.
Will that appeal to her demographics?
Yeah. Gotta be in
Derek and I are on the same team, baby. We're on the same team.
Yeah, but I think either or is fine, man. Even what's it called? James Gunn's wife, there, the girl that you were talking about, there, played Hardcore. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm hopeful when it comes to something that's killing the children. Let's see. So far, it looks like it's
Jennifer Holland, baby.
So far, it looks like they're all in on this. Tynion's dropped some great stuff all over his platforms regarding this, so they seem very motivated, very ready to roll this out, and I think Blumhouse is a good spot for this, and we shall see, guys.
I think it's great, and let's be honest, if Jennifer Holland is not going to be busy with any Peacemaker or Checkmate shit in the near future, girl, it's time to get out there and be that something that's killing the shadows. Come on, girl.
Yeah. Crypto saying Anya Taylor-Joy, man, he'd watch for sure.
That's all of you. Listen, all of y'all and your filled nuts will watch anything she's in. Like, that's not a question here.
As if you know right now if mine are filled or not. But anyways,
it's before midnight. I know yours are filled.
Yeah, they are. But yeah, Blumhouse. Well, we shall see. Like I said, for me, I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful, and go check out that little animated, man. I don't know if you guys saw that. It was like 4 seconds on James. I think it was Tynion's Facebook or maybe Werther Della. What's his name? I forget his name. Why am I blanking on his name? Deladera.
Oh, damn! I was not going to remember that.
Yeah, don't ask me. But it's right there on the screen. I'm an idiot. But anyways, moving on from something that's killing the children, guys. We were talking Mark Spears and all the awesomeness that he did over at MJ Comics throughout the weekend for Comics Curing Cancer. But Mark Spears, his Dirty Krampus blind bag sells 362,000 plus copies on FOC pre-order, which surpasses the 350,000 copies that were pre-ordered for the Halloween Monster and the Wolf. So here we go, man. This is an amazing accomplishment for Mark Spears. So shout out to him. I was blessed, dude, and I'll be very transparent, guys. I'll pull the curtain back for you just a little bit. It was spontaneous that Mark Spears popped in on the top 10. He completely took over the top 10 with one book belonging to Flops, which is the Something Is Killing the Children book that we were talking about earlier in the show. And Mark Spears just happened to be available and hopped on while I was live. And shout out to Gabe. Gabe was the one who said, let's do that. Let's make that happen. And shout out to Mark Spears for doing that. Shout out to Mark Spears for hopping on. He didn't have to do that, and he rocked the entire top 10 with us. And it was such a great experience because we got to hear his side and stories behind the covers and, why he went the routes he did and etc. It was awesome. And then to hear, some other things that he said, and he told us some other things after the show too, which obviously I'm not going to start talking about all that. We'll be here for another 2 hours.
Listen, he did. Mark Spears had a big week on YouTube with us. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So from like Covrprice, then of course, doing stuff with, the Beyond Wednesdays crew, doing the stuff for Comics Curing Cancer and everything. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. He's putting in the work, as you could see, and 362,000 copies is a huge milestone for him. I'm calling it now. I said it even when he was on the top 10 show. Don't be surprised in December once this releases that he is going to take over the entire top 10 list. The list is not predetermined by anybody, guys. No one over at Covrprice is making any biased selections. There's no motives. We are not pushing any books. Nobody even cares when it comes to that. It is just straight data driven, and whatever we as humans, as collectors, are buying on the aftermarket is what's going to dictate that list every single week. So I think December is a quiet month. Not much going on outside of the Ultimate Endgame, but that doesn't drop until December 31st on New Year's Eve. So I do think we will see Mark Spears dominate the top 10 list come December. And as you can see, 362,000 copies sold. Man, congratulations. That is a huge milestone.
Listen, he's having quite the time of his life, and I hope he stays blessed.
Yeah. Likewise, man, he's literally crushing it, rocking and rolling. And he said one thing that is going to stand out to me because I told him as well that, that's my motto. I'm here for a good time, not here for a long time, dude. We don't know.
Listen, he didn't even know. It took him years to break into the industry like this, And by years, I mean like the majority of his adult life. And now he's so humble to be enjoying this. It's such a beautiful thing,
Yep. And it's not something that we get to see often, you know what I mean? He really has his finger on the pulse when it comes to even, the fans, the YouTube side of the hobby and everything else, man. Social media it's
Dude, just hearing him talk about how much of a fan he was of Todd McFarlane, right? And just how much he looked up to him in the industry, and now Todd is someone who's on his numbers on his cell phone. His numbers on his cell phone.
Exactly. It's awesome to see, man, because it feels like your best friend or your friend just made it in life, and you want to root them on, right? You want to cheer them on and really just wish them all the best. That's what it feels like. It feels like one of us, and it's awesome. I'm really happy to see this. So congratulations to Mark Spears, and boy oh boy, I already know my entire feed is going to be filled with people showing us what they got in their blind bags. So I can't wait to see that in the month of December. Now, new comics are dead, they said. Yes, let's have this discussion because it's pretty interesting, guys. It was reported. Now, I don't know if you guys heard this, but all the talk at the retailer programming at New York Comic Con was about how comic sales are actually up in comic shops due to an influx of new or young readers drawn by DC's Absolute line. You have Marvel's Ultimate line, the ENERGON universe, and really all the great and amazing comics that are being produced today. And that's something that
let's not get carried away, but go ahead.
No, but Cliff, look, I'm gonna be honest, man. I kind of feel like right now we are eating good when it comes to comics. Sure, there's some duds as anticipated. Like not every.
No. Listen, if it was not for Marvel's Ultimate line, they are delivering a lot of duds. I truly, truly believe in my heart that a lot of their market success is their variants.
I know, dude. It is, but this goes beyond Marvel. It's not just
No,
Marvel.
it does. Listen, we've got a lot of good things. Number one, Superman, believe it or not, got people into comic shops.
Yeah.
You know, looking for Superman stories, right? Yes, setting up new things where you do not have to have an investment, aka Ultimate and Absolute, is a great pull. Tugging at nostalgia and bringing together the worlds of Void Rivals and Void, yes, the freaking Rivals video game brought people to the table.
Yep.
You know, so like, I'm being negative as usual. Shut up, Chia Pet. How dare you? I'm being negative as usual. Have you seen yourself? We are mirrors on the same coin. Now, but the thing is like, I'm not, listen, y'all act like I'm being negative. I actually am in my comic shop. I'm in other comic shops. I listen to people and what they're buying and what they're doing. You know, I talk to people about what they came in for, you know, and the majority of the thing is I've had people come in and tell me they're looking for stuff because they saw the Superman movie, which is great, right? And I have people come in because they heard about Absolute. I heard people coming in because they heard about Ultimates. And then of course but the thing is like, we cannot ignore the fact that the blind bag craze, all these variants and all this other stuff get high print ratios going, so therefore on the Marvel DC end, right, it's like, oh, we're making money, our numbers are so good. I don't think that translates over entirely, right? But the comic shops have to tell us what's really going on, and the comic shops are the one who are front loading the cash, you know. Yeah. So let people have fun. It's multifaceted. It is multifaceted, but this is not letting people have fun. This is about, let's really look at marketing, you know, like what is happening, because the people who we need to engage with and learn about the market from is the retailers.
But
right? They're the ones.
Hold on. Let's look at everything though, because somebody brought it up in the chat. I think it was Kilted Corgi bringing up the fact of the Marvel Rivals video game. Does that help? Yeah, it helps. Everything that they're doing. Of course
it did. But look what happened. The first 3 Marvel Rival covers shot up through the roof. Oh my God. No one saw that coming, right?
No.
Right. And then what happened? We got 2 more waves of Marvel Rival covers, and then the orders for those shot up, but the heat for them was minimal. Then we got a Marvel Rivals video game comic.
But it has nothing to do with the aftermarket or anything at all. Yes, the interest was there, like you said, they shot up, etc. But nobody was pre-ordering that in regards to what I'm talking about here. So an example is like, they were saying that this retailer is sponsored by Comics Pro that everybody was talking at. It was optimistic in getting new customers. That was something that they were talking about a lot. In fact, one even said that they never had more 15 to 24-year-olds in their shop ever in their life. So that being said, let's take the Marvel Rivals. Can we say mission accomplished? If we're going to use Marvel Rivals as an example, kids are coming into the shops. There's an interest in what is happening now. Up until now, dude, I'd walk into a comic shop, and it is facts. It would be nothing but guys way older than me that clearly did not take a shower, and the store is empty. And now I walk into a shop and I'm seeing it's a little more hip. You just brought up Nefarious Comics. Look how hip that shop is. You know what I mean? It's changed. There's a new vibe to comic shops as of late. We have
look how much thought he actually put into, you know, making a new store. Right?
That's fine. That's also doing things differently, right? He didn't want to be that typical old school comic shop. He wants to do it in his own way, which props to him. But let's look across the map. Dude, I'm seeing a lot of kids more interested, and that is something that I talk about all the time. When it comes to currently what is happening in comics, the main titles we always talk about is the Ultimate Universe, the Absolute Universe. We're talking about the ENERGON Universe. We're talking about Ghost Machine. I could go on forever. There's a lot of good stuff happening comic-wise that is reeling people in. Whether it's old readers or new readers, I think it's doing great. on that front. And in fact, the stats here are speaking kind of for themselves when they're saying that shops are up 27% for 2025 based on reporting by Comic Hub, a POS system that serves between 100 to 200 shops. So that's just factoring that. Now, of course, maybe with every one shop that's doing good, 3 shops are doing bad. But when you average out across all the shops, they're saying that the average here is about an 18% increase in 2025 alone. So again, in my opinion, I think that's great news to hear. But there's plenty other shops who are not included in this survey or these stats, right? Not a survey, sorry, just within these stats. But I do agree. I do agree with the point that shops, not all shops are thriving. There's a lot of shops that refuse to keep up with modern times, right? They refuse that. Some shops still don't even pre-order, keep up to date with comics. And when they do pre-order, they're not pre-ordering. I mean, they're pre-ordering for sure for their shelves, but they're barely even pre-ordering for their customers or taking care of their customers. There's still shops out there doing shady shit, Cliff. When it comes to, oh, you wanted a Mark Spears blind bag? Sure, you asked me for 5. I ordered 5, but you ain't getting 5 because now they're doing well on the aftermarket. So let me pretend I got shorted, right? There's still shit like that happening out there. So those shops, like I said, there's shady shops. There's those that are refusing to keep up with the times. But I am happy to hear, whether it's Marvel, whether it's DC, I don't give a shit who it is. It's done well in 2025. And it's, you know, when I hear YouTubers or people on social medias, etc., saying that the hobby is dying or whatever, no, I don't think so at all, man. If anything,
I don't think the hobby is dying. And let me tell you, these two got me real pissed off in the chat. They got me real pissed off. All right. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, and first of all, okay, I have my LCS that I go to and I love. There's 6 LCSs in my area. I visit all of them. Okay. I visit LCSs everywhere I go, even freaking Canada. Okay. Don't think that I'm just grabbing micro bits of information. All right. There's so much that goes into this, and I'm not spewing other people's talking points. I don't even watch that stuff. I watch Swaggle House twice a year at best. It depends on who's on his freaking channel. I'm just telling you, I like to go by what I see going on in my communities wherever I go. Okay. So I'm just telling you, there are factors. And yes, you are right. There are people who came in shopping for manga and they easily transitioned over. Okay. That is true. There is a lot of things going on, but I'm interested to know the reality on the sales because there are many factors and it's not just about who's showing up in shops. But yes, there are new readers showing up, and I cannot be more excited about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's really just the point to the entire conversation. Anything else?
I don't know. Apparently, I lost the freaking thread. So I don't know.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
I will never talk about this shit again, okay? Because I don't fucking know, so I'm out.
No, don't worry about it. You're fine, Cliff. Don't worry about it. What I'm getting at, though, is that the books are doing well. I'm happy to see that, example, we're getting new readers, people who care about it, how it's happening. I don't care. Right? Well, like I said, whether it be Marvel Rivals, whether it be the movies, whether it be everything, basically at the end of the day, everything is just PR, including comics itself, right? So, yes, they're great stories, but everything's tying into one another. So, we'll move on from this, but it's good news. It's good news. I take it as good news. Now, I think that was pretty much the show, so we'll end it on that because
that's what we have to end it on.
Yeah, on some spicy stuff. But no, we don't have to end it on that. There's still a giveaway. That's right. We're going to give away the slab now because things got heated. As you can see, it got explosive, and we are going to give away this explosive slab. So, Cliff, I'm even going to hand this to you, sir, and I'm going to let you pick the hashtag for the entire chat. So, what are we going to ask everybody to hashtag so we can give that away?
Hashtag monsters.
Hashtag monsters. That's fair. That's very simple.
Yep.
All right, guys. You heard it from Cliff. We're going to hashtag monsters. I'm going to put that into the giveaway tool so we can start collecting. And so far, we have only one entry. Come on, guys. Let's go. All right. They're coming in. Now they're coming in. There you go. There you go. Hashtag monsters. I want to give a big shout out to Michael Baker for donating this amazing slab of monsters. I believe he had said this was, hold on, Was it Golden Apple? I think it was a Golden Apple exclusive. Yeah, it was Golden Apple. So yeah, Mark Spears Monsters issue number 4. I have no idea what this is selling for on the aftermarket, to be honest with you guys. So shout out to Michael Baker for the donation. Did not have to do this, but he chose to do this to get us all into the holiday spirit. How are we feeling? We're good? We're good?
Which holiday spirit? Ah,
It's the Halloween spirit, baby.
that's right. We're in October now, aren't we?
But for me, it's a holiday spirit. It's how can I say it? For me, I celebrate Halloween
Yeah,
all month long.
you already had Thanksgiving, so you're all fired up. You know,
I am.
we do it wrong down here in the States, you know. I'm performing my nephew's wedding days before Thanksgiving. Days.
Jeez. But
And
hold
then I
on.
come back here
Your Thanksgiving is just a few weeks away, no? Isn't it like 3?
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. You know, it's like we get Thanksgiving, Black Friday because we're crazy, and then Christmas comes charging right on down the road.
Yeah. All right, I could see all of them coming in. Lando, fast forward straight to Christmas.
You
Yeah,
did, you really did.
it's a holiday, bro. For me, come on, it's holiday. Halloween is a holiday.
Honestly, after now that the freaking audit at work finally finished and these yellow jackets are almost freaking dead, you know, it's starting to feel better. It's not perfect yet, but it's starting to feel better. 2025 was just a real shit show.
Oh, you know what? 2025 has been whack, to say the least. It's probably been my busiest year, where I feel terrible, man. I'm barely capable of keeping up with my messages on Instagram, my text messages, my friends, my wife. Sometimes can't even get a hold of me. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, 2025. It's been interesting. Okay, so before I give this awesome slab away by Michael Baker, I just want to remind everybody that for tonight's giveaway, please do not wait to message me. Once you win this, DM me on social media. Hit me up with your address. I will get it over to Michael Baker so he can get this over to you right away. Because I will be very transparent with you. From the episode 100 giveaway, it seems there was maybe some miscommunication amongst certain things. So I just want to make sure, as of now, we can pretty much confirm that everything's been delivered from episode 100. But just make sure to message me, give me your information so that we can get these books to you. I follow up. I'll speak with everybody and make sure that all of this goes smoothly. And just don't wait, okay? Because I forget my own kids' names sometimes, just so you know. Okay, but all right, we're gonna run this. I'm gonna actually share the screen. We have, I believe, 35 entries for this, so not too shabby, guys. Here we go, sharing the screen as of right now. All right, let me make this nice and big for y'all. Hold on. Oh, just lost the window. I saw somebody say that I'm doing like 15 shows a week.
Yep.
Cliff is actually the king of that, just so you know. Cliff does probably more shows than I do per week.
You know, I mean, at one point, I think I was doing too many, and now I feel like I'm just doing a lot.
No, well, you're at what now?
Well, I mean, I have like 1 or 2 shows of my own a week, right? I got 3 shows with the council a week. Right?
Yikes. Yeah.
And then I've got Izzy's show on Tuesday every week.
Yep. So that's 4.
And then so that's 5 shows. There's 5 guaranteed shows a week. 3 for the council, 1 with Izzy, 1 for me, guaranteed, right? And then I show up where I show up in other places, you know. I could be with you, I could be on the 1011, I could be with Kingdom of Nerds, I could be on Renovision, you know, I could be anywhere, man. Anywhere.
You are.
You know? I could be on Paul in the 619. I mean, I just all sorts of places.
You're a machine that doesn't stop. I want to shout out, of course, Kingdom of Nerds was in the house, man. Please hit the hashtag monsters. Make sure you get in on this because this is what's being given away right now.
I gotta tell you, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Bruce has one of these hanging on the wall already.
Yeah, probably. Dude, You were talking about Bruce. I think it was backstage right before we went live, and
Yes.
everything that was happening for
Comics Curing
comics
Cancer.
curing cancer and all of that stuff.
He contributed to my giveaway this morning. I'm very, very, very grateful for that. You know, look at Bruce. I have a foil and a medal. Look at him. He is the Mark Spears champion.
I love it.
That and he is the DCU logo champion. He is the champion of those two things.
I love it. But all right, guys, I'm going to draw it. We're going to count it down. Again, thank you, Michael Baker, for this one. Make sure to DM me your information, whoever wins this one. So we're going to count it down. And here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Drum roll. Cliff? No? Okay. Yeah, nice clapping. And it's going to Hyper. No.
Combo. Damn it. And
Whatever.
you save on shipping, bitch. Come on. Come on.
Congrats, Hyper.
$2, you win, Ali.
There you go, Hyper. You win. Congratulations. Oh, this guy's got a horseshoe in his. You know what, man? I don't know what's going on. What is going on?
Listen, sometimes we just have those moments of luck, and they're great. I won a bunch of stuff this year that was very nice, and I've been very lucky and blessed, and that's that. I'm happy. You know.
Yep. Nice. I think I'm gonna ban him from all future shows.
No.
Bro,
All right. That poor boy slept outdoors at Terrificon last year. I don't want to hear it.
that was
young
voluntarily. It was voluntary. He
Oh,
fell asleep
Yeah, that
mid-party.
was voluntarily. He fell asleep, and then y'all left him there so he could keep partying. No, that young man deserves this slab. All right.
What was the donut
Congratulations,
shop that
Hyper.
we had right before he passed out? Like the guy had like a donut or two, and then he knocked out. Was it Krispy Kreme or something?
Yeah, Krispy Kreme is up in there. Yeah.
It did something to him. I don't know what it did, but it just took him out. It took him out. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Cliff, do you want to say any last words to all these awesome people who tuned in tonight?
You're all amazing. Thank you all. Don't forget to check me out on Izzyverse 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Tuesdays, and it's going to be great. But also, you all are amazing, and everybody who contributed to Comics Curing Cancer, thank you so much. It's been an incredible event and phenomenal.
Absolutely.
And Dan De La Torre, I love you.
Absolutely, dude. A shout out to everybody again who contributed and everybody who took part in organizing it, because yes, Comics Curing Cancer did surpass 60,000. They were at 62 at the start of the show. They went well above their goal, and now Cliff has to get a tattoo because he put his bet out there, and now he's gonna put his money where his mouth is, because yeah, that's what happens. This is a great. I don't even consider this a loss on your behalf. This is a huge win, dude.
Yeah, I know, but I really don't want a tattoo.
You're getting one, and it's going to
Yeah,
be amazing to watch. Please make sure when you do go get that tattoo, you let everybody know of the actual date and time in which it's going to take place. And I'm going to be there.
I'm gonna post a live stream. Let me see if he answered me.
If you need anybody to collab with you on that live stream, please feel free. I'm so ready for such a show. That would be a blast.
You know, dude, it's gonna be the middle of the day. You will be deep. You'll be knees deep in your work.
I will take the day off to make sure I am on this stream and watching your reaction, because there ain't no freaking way you are saying a single word other than "ow." That's gonna be you the whole stream. I'm calling it. You're gonna be whining. Actually, no, you're fine. Where is it again? Where are you doing it?
Let's see. Right here on the shoulder.
Okay, no, you'll be fine. You don't feel shit here. You'll be just fine. Make sure you get a lot of shading. Like I want to see a lot of shading on that. And I know Steve. Steve, you know why I'm saying shading, right?
Yeah, just to drill into me. That ain't happening.
Yeah.
Steve tattoo.
Yeah, no. The outline is worse.
The outline is worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should do it on the inside, like right there, or do it on your weenus. But anyways, okay, we're done, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to Cliff. Shout out to Steve. Love you, and shout out to the chat for always rocking with us. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw Zatanna, absolute Zatanna. Interesting, very interesting, very very interesting. So, anyways, Have a good night, guys. Make sure to tune in tomorrow night. Covrprice, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We go live with the top 10. I will see you all over there. Adios.